Пошли. Все вместе. Какие ваши доказательства?
They want you to comply.
Cancel culture. It's about canceling.
Кокаином.
Up yours. Woke moralists. Up yours.
This is systematic bullying that's happening.
Woke moralists. Up yours.
And they believe that they can then
Woke
shut us
moralists.
up. F around and find out.
Up yours. Woke moralists.
They seem animalistic is what I mean.
No, they're worse than animals.
The woke mob, they ruin everything.
They stop Ben Shapiro from going to events and speaking. They stop Ann Coulter from doing it.
I will never surrender even a single inch of ground to a pitchfork mob.
You never cave to the mob.
We will never bow to the mob. Ever. No matter what.
Do you see the final expression of cancel culture in terrorist groups like
Yours.
We'll see cancel.
Hey, Fred.
Ooh,
Hey,
how you doing?
How's it going, everybody?
Ooh, audio works great out of the start. That's nice. All right.
There was some overlapping audio for a second. I don't know if that was just. Did anyone else hear that?
I heard it, but I don't know if the audience heard it. I'm going to assume they didn't, so that way we can have a perfect opening.
All right.
With no audio.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So we have a pretty stacked panel today. We've got David Dole coming on. We've got Ariana Jasmine coming on.
We have David, a guest as like David Dole coming.
David Dole will be. And of course, as the title suggests, we have Olayemi coming on. Maybe you've heard of her. She is an attorney. She was once on the Breakfast Club. She debated Eric Adams while he was.
She was once on this show as a regular.
She used to come on the show before. You might remember.
Seems like you forgot about it. You mentioned that very relevant. You're like, yeah, she was you might know her from this show and that show and this show and that show. All right, she was on this show too regularly every week for a while.
Yes. So they do remember. That's good to hear. No, of course I'm trolling. Everybody knows Ole. Yeah, so it's going to be a really fun show. We've got a lot planned. When I say a lot, I mean we have a lot of people coming. I have nothing planned in terms of topics, but I am happy that we're going to have so many cool people here. Plus us, of course. We're also such a treat for you all. You're welcome for us being here.
Yeah, I think we are a treat.
I would like to think so. I would like to think so.
Everyone's looking at everyone. Look at us right now and think to yourself, "Wow, wouldn't you like to have a treat? Like, wouldn't you like to snack on these treats?"
I was supposed to pay you a compliment. I'm going to take it back.
Yeah, we make it weird like immediately. It's just not.
What I was going to say was that it was really nice listening to the Majority Report podcast today. And then at the very end of it, it was like Emma brought on Matt Binder. And he's like, Matt Binder, tell me what's going on in your world. And you're like, oh, well, the Leftist Mafia tonight will have a lot of awesome guests. We've had a rotating amount of great guests. And tonight I'll have some even better ones. I was like, oh,
yeah, I totally forgot Ole was coming on this morning when I was on the Majority Report, because if I did remember, I would have specifically mentioned her because she's a name. It's not like, oh, we're gonna have some great guests. We're having Ole on.
She's a big get. She's a big get for us. It's exciting. It's been a while since she's come on too, so it'll be awesome to hear her thoughts on Mom Donnie and just catch up because it's always really fun to hear from Ole.
We haven't talked to her since, right? Wow.
Yeah, it's been a while. So this is going to be a really fun episode. Also, there was the Dave Rubin debate that took place last Sunday, I want to say. And I have been milking that like a motherfucker. I have a video that went up on, I think, Monday. I have another one going up tomorrow with Mason, who actually debated Dave Rubin. And he's going to spill some tea. And so when you include those two videos along with last week's Leftist Mafia, I've done 3 videos about Dave Rubin in the past 7 days. Not my proudest moment. Nonetheless, I regret nothing because it has been really a joy to watch him kind of implode, because I don't know if anybody watched it, but holy fucking shit. He did so bad, and we all expected him to do bad, but
I saw he defended it on Twitter, or tried to. Like, I assumed he would have just moved on, but he put something out there that was like, everyone's saying that I had a really bad performance. They don't know. I was just like not, talking about things I didn't know anything about, or something like that. And it's got like an ungodly ratio, right? Isn't it one of the like most ridiculous, embarrassing ratios on the internet?
It's like, if I'm remembering correctly, less than 1,000 likes and like 39,000 comments, which for those who don't tweet, that's a very bad ratio. That means everybody is shitting on you.
All right, I want to go look it up, because I thought it was at like 93 likes. Like,
let me pull it up, because Right Wing Cope took a screenshot of it, and I was blown away. So Dave Rubin has me blocked. I'm sure he has both of you blocked too.
Oh, yeah.
So I couldn't verify if it was real or not, but it was a very, very impressive ratio. Because you don't mention that after you get blown out like that. You just run away from it, and you never ever mention it.
Or move on.
You move on.
You're only as good as your last show is the rule, right? Like, if you're a band, you're only as good as your last performance.
Oh, so the ratio is actually worse than I thought. It wasn't even 100 likes on Dave Rubin's.
Still,
it was. Well, I'm not sure what it is now. So this is the screen cap.
That's the one I saw.
Okay,
I've never seen that. I've never seen 93 likes to like 4,000 comments.
Yeah, I was a little off. I said like 39,000, so it's 3.7 thousand, not 39,000. So, a little bit of mismatch there. Nonetheless, still a very, very impressive ratio for Dave Rubin's haters.
Well, it's still on screen. Let me explain it to anyone who doesn't Twitter or Blue Sky or use these kind of social medias. So the likes by the heart, that's how many people basically like what he said. And then every single person who might not like what he said won't hit like and then want to tell him they don't like what he said. So they'll go to the comment section. So that's basically where you get the ratio, aka the ratio of the amount of people who appreciate, like, or share uncritically your stuff. And then you see the ratio of people who are commenting on it and quote tweeting it in the middle. 11,000 quote tweets. That's just so wow. It's like, it makes me happy to know that he's kind of just this hated by everybody,
Yeah. With that being said, though, I won't lie, and I again, I've admitted this multiple times. It embarrasses me every time. I felt a little bit of pity for Dave Rubin, just because it was so
no pity.
He was getting trolled to his face, and he was completely oblivious. They were laughing at him. Like, he would say something, somebody would challenge him, and he'd just like pause because he's very clearly stumped. They need to go, look. And then like they'd all just laugh because they know that he doesn't know what to say, because he did not prepare at all. He didn't rehearse, didn't do any research, didn't fabricate any talking points. He just like honestly winged it and thought he would be good. And I just don't understand that, because you're debating 20 different people. There's going to be varying degrees of skill there and whatnot, and, whatever. But he didn't think to do the bare minimum even, and every single person that stepped up to debate him blew him the fuck away. It's crazy. He shared just one video of himself, and it was of him debating somebody that was a communist. And the reason why he thinks it was an own was because he was like, oh, so you're a communist. And that's it, just pointing out that she's a communist. And that was essentially the own, in his opinion, even though the communist, if you watch it, she also blew him the fuck out. And it's just, I cannot, and I've said this again and again, it's so hard for me to try to comprehend why he agreed to do this, because it's just not, it's not smart. But
because he wanted the attention. It's a chance to get in front of a large audience. Jubilee's a big, that's all he thought of. I mean, I highly doubt he had the awareness, the self-awareness to know that he was going to get owned. And even after he was owned, I highly doubt he realized he was owned.
Yeah. But without further ado,
topics, right? Like, we should be clear on that too.
Yeah, he gets to pick 4 topics, and he got blown away on every single one of them. But I was going to say, our special guest is officially here in the waiting room. Folks, it is the one, the only, Olay. How's it going?
I'm sorry I was late.
No, don't worry about it. Welcome.
It's fine. We're always late. How have you been?
I'm good. I'm behind on all my responsibilities. I have all kind of videos I need to finish writing, and the procrastination is out of this world.
Samesies.
Yeah, it's really nice to see your beautiful face. I love your library behind you and your Working Families Party t-shirt. It's just that chat is so happy.
The occasion.
The chat is very happy. You're clickbait for us, so you're all joining because you're here. But like, what have you been up to? How's life been?
How's life been? Life is good. What am I doing? I only have Raheem and Asada whenever we last on it. I have Raheem, Asada. We have 2 dogs now. We have Cleophas and Dennis. I could show CJ. Bring Dennis and Cleophas.
Nice.
I want to introduce y'all. Can meet them.
I've met Cleo before. I haven't met Dennis though.
Okay, you're gonna meet.
What are the cats' names again?
Raheem and Asada.
How do I gotta ask? How do you like? 3 of those names don't match with Dennis.
No, okay, y'all be saying that, but I want to be clear. This is because of Dennis. What is it? Dennis in some show like Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Dennis is an old black man. Okay, that is not going to help that the dog is white.
Say all those other names,
right? Cleophas and Dennis. That don't sound like 2 black uncles.
All those other names, Cleophas, Raheem. They're very.
How adorable.
And then Dennis.
Acknowledge the people. Thank you.
Is he a husky?
Yes, he's an Alaskan husky.
Oh, I love huskies.
Cleo. Hey, Mr. Cleo.
Oh,
my sweet yeah.
I love him.
Now y'all hear Raheem meowing. Now Raheem's making demands. Oh God.
Raheem used to be the king of the castle, and now
he still is. He still is. And honestly, the older he gets, the more like Raheem is getting less pleasant with age.
How old is he now?
I got him and I adopted him in 2020 and he was 3. So he's going on like 9.
Oh, he's a little old man.
Yeah, he's getting there and he's acting like it. Okay, he's real. Like everybody else waits till you wake up in the morning. Everybody patiently waits. Nobody else. Not Raheem. Raheem gets up and starts digging out the carpet like, oh, you're not going to listen to me? I'm going to fuck this carpet up, bitch. Okay. Raheem does petty, rude, spiteful stuff. We took Raheem to the vet and they told us it was spite. They told us like Raheem.
They actually said it was spite?
Yes, that Raheem is operating out of spite. Like,
oh my God.
But now
he's the original, right? He's the first one there,
it's
right?
His
so all those others
yeah.
Like,
that's my mom.
He's like, oh, it used to just be me and you, and now it's me, you, CJ, Astada, Cleophas, and Dennis. Ugh. But he actually loves ever since we got Dennis, the cats weren't fucking with Cleophas for like the first year. And then we got Dennis and they like seen Dennis as a puppy. So they're like, okay, he's a baby. And now I brought everybody together. Now everybody chills. They used to give Cleo no love, but they like Dennis.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Dennis is a little uniter.
And it's funny because he's the worst behaved animal in this house and it's not close. Like it's Dennis do some fucked up spiteful shit nobody else would do ever. Like first of all, Cleo would never shit in this house. And if he had to, he would go do it. He would be sad about it. He would go do something like respectful, go tuck it away somewhere, do it let me try and do it on the tile floor, whatever. Hand to God. Dennis woke up in the morning, wanted to go outside, wanted TJ to go take him outside. So he runs across my back, like, wake up, bitch, tell him take me out. And when I look at him, I do it. It's not like I don't answer to Dennis' demands. I say him, I wake up, I say, CJ, like, get up, whatever. CJ did not roll over fast enough. Do y'all believe Dennis motherfucking Bullware stooped to go and shit on me? He's gonna shit on top of you, bitch. Like, I had to like I seen it like the wicked. I'm telling you, it was like I had just closed my eyes and God was like, "Wake up! The dog is gonna shit on you." And I woke up and caught him about the door. I was like, "No!" I said, I have to say, he is the worst behaved animal in this house. Everybody has their traits, but Dennis has the worst ones.
Damn, that's hilarious.
Dennis and Raheem, they're running. They're right. Asada has taken to walking outside though. And that I don't like she tries. Asada will slip by your foot and be on. The other day I got a delivery and the only reason something was wrong and I turned around to go back outside to tell the delivery guy, and when I opened up the door, Asada was on the lawn.
Oh shit.
Looking at me like, I'm like, bitch, if you don't, oh my God. So they're stressful. We have a tribe of animals in this house.
Damn, I had a cat that would run out all the time and it was really stressful. She ran away for 4 days one time. And this was the first time she ran away. It was really traumatic. We were like putting clothes on like the patio to like maybe because we moved 2 weeks earlier, so we were wondering if she would be able to find her way back. So we were trying to like make sure our scent was there. She came back after 4 days. She was like super thin. She was like, "Fuck you! I was just having an adventure." And then a day later, she got out again because she just like ran past, like she wanted to be free.
Oh,
it was
no.
traumatizing.
My cat Brutus. I used to have a cat named Brutus before he passed. That was when I got Raheem. Brutus got out once. I don't know how long he was gone. He was gone for like a few weeks. It was traumatic, and I had signs like the only reason I got him back was I had covered the neighborhood in signs, and some like, oh, thank God for gentrification. Some white girl moves into the neighborhood, and she was like, she like thought it was cool, like, oh, the neighborhood cat, or like that's on the signs, and so I get a text one day like, hey, I've got your cat, I've got Brutus, and I was like, oh my God, I like run over there, and I was like, how'd you get him? She was like, oh, I like recognized him from the signs, and I was like, oh, hey, Brutus, in the yard, and she's like, he just walked up to me. I was like, I've never been more grateful for a white girl trying to understand her surroundings. She said, I'm reading the signs. I'm doing everything around here. Oh, I was so excited. But I said it to say, that's why I'm traumatized. And Asada being on that lawn the other day, now it's like, no one opens a door in this house without checking for Asada. You have to first look and see, have eyes on Asada before you open the door. Like, because, she be trying.
You would be proud of me because I had a white girl moment when I rescued a dog last summer. And this was one of the worst experiences of my entire fucking life because once I finally like tracked down the owner, they were coming back on vacation and the dog had escaped once the dog sitter brought her back. So she like escaped from the gate. So
I would have killed that sitter.
Yeah. Apparently she gets out all the time as well. It was like a common thing. But like I get a hold of the owner.
Dog to escape. We don't want to fix that.
Yeah, right. So it was. Yeah, it was really stressful.
The dog regularly escapes the gate, and you don't think maybe we should do something about the better security?
She like digs under, so it's like, okay, you have to fortify
maybe put your dog in the house.
Right.
Isn't this America?
There are things that you can do to mitigate that situation. But so I get a hold of the owner, right? And I walk the dog home. And this is a really big dog. It was like a golden retriever, really sweet dog, really nice, but very nervous. So on the way there, like halfway there, this dog stops and takes the fattest diarrhea shit in somebody's lawn. And this was all impromptu. I'm like walking around trying to find her owner. I did not have a doggy bag on me, right?
You didn't just leave? You tried to
No. Oh. So I walk all the way back home, get a doggy bag. And because one is all you need. I have 2 small dogs. They have tiny buttholes. I go all the way back.
Wait, only one?
I didn't even think. I just grabbed one.
One, like in general, you don't like you don't double bag it as a matter of policy.
It didn't even cross my mind. It was a dumbass moment. So I grabbed one.
Brave.
I could not even fit a quarter of the shit in that fucking doggy bag. I had to walk all the way back with more doggy bags to pick it up. And like these people are probably like, what is this fucking guy doing in my yard? Like digging in my grass.
That'd be my worst nightmare. I don't like when Cleo and them like shit in people's like yard, like at night or something. I'm like, please don't get me killed. Like I hate, like I'd be so like, I promise you, especially if there's a ring cam, I'm like explaining myself to the ring cam. I'm over here. Like,
I know.
Hey, just my dog shit. I swear to God.
Because like I'm short, I'm not very intimidating, but I have tattoos and a beard. So I don't know. Somebody's like, what is this fucking weirdo doing?
Oh,
you know?
I would 1000% call the law on you.
It's a little suspicious because it's like I'm like trying to clean. I'm like trying to wipe their grass because it's like it's just diarrhea. I'm like, how am I was like, bro, I came back home screaming. And I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, I'm gonna fucking like kill myself. This is insane.
Actually hilarious. There's no way. I wasn't stressing myself like that. But I definitely would have told you get off my lawn. I do scream at people to get off my lawn. I'm very much that. Really? I think 1,000%. 1,000% people immediately like I do the works on making people because as soon as I see you in front of you can't even go to see the people next door and park in front of my house. I come outside and say, hello? Are you looking for something? Are you looking for someone? Like I act like a full white lady. Like I come on, I'm like, hello, hi. Oh, it tickles me. CJ be like excited to call me to get people off the lawn. Like
that's hilarious.
Yep. So that's all
I wanted to ask because it's been a while since we talked to you, and now so much has changed. Eric Adams is out. I think he has citizenship in Albania or some shit. Mamdani is the mayor. What are your thoughts on that whole situation? Because it's a completely different city, it feels like.
It's wonderful. There's nothing. I have nothing negative to say. I love it. I'm very happy about it. I love it.
Nice.
Mamdani stands, rise up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
I like that he's kind of just doing what you would think is kind of like his job, and it's being shown as like radical extremism. But I was like, all the things I'm seeing, it's like $30 minimum wage for people shoveling snow, getting millions back for corruption in Amazon, like things like that, or holding landlords accountable. I was like, that just sounds like someone doing their job, not like he did a communism, right? It's pretty wild. Just that's radical. What the bar is what I'm saying. You know, it's just like, oh, he's not grossly publicly corrupt, and he's actually doing some things to try and help people. That's wild.
Right.
Yeah. It's the bare minimum, and he's proving that all you have to do is try, and you could do wonders for people. So it's really nice to see that.
No, y'all have to tell me what's happening in political land. Y'all have to catch me up. Pretend it's the first episode of Leftist Mafia again, and I don't know anybody you're talking about because I still don't.
Okay, I've been dying to know, and I should have sent this to you. So have you heard about the bricks and minifig situation?
This is real politics.
This isn't politics per se, but I think it pertains to it like crosses into law, right?
Okay.
Which is your wheelhouse.
I haven't heard about this at all.
Okay. So you have to. This is a long saga. I'll try to give you the TLDR. It's a lot, though. We talked about this last week on the show during Super Chat session. But basically, there's this YouTuber named Reckless Ben, and he came in contact with this guy named Brian Mansell. And Brian's father had like $200,000 worth of Lego sets. And he decided to, sell this, consign it to a bricks and minifig shop. This is a third-party Lego retailer. And
Reckless Ben meets
Ryan,
and Ryan's daddy has Lego collection.
Yeah, Brian's father's in poor health, wants to pay for.
Brian's not a creator.
Brian's not a creator. He's just a regular
random
person.
guy. Okay, so the reason we know this is because of Reckless Ben.
Yes.
Okay, so Reckless Ben knows a guy, random guy, guy's daddy has Lego collection, licenses.
Yes.
Bricks and
Reckless Ben is taking on Brian's cause because he couldn't get any success with the situation. So his father is in poor health. They're trying to sell the Lego sets that he collected so that way he can put their grandchild through school, help pay for medical bills, yada, yada, yada. So anyways, the bricks and minifig shop that he had consigned the Lego to ended up getting sold. The woman who owned it ended up leaving, and corporate kind of did a hostile takeover. They said she was default in her loans. So that fell through. And so they didn't let her get the Lego out, and they didn't let her catalog the inventory. And the new owners came in and they're like, okay, we'll deal with that. We're taking that on now. It's our consignment. So when Brian comes to pick up the Lego, which is still, I mean, they sold through a bit of it, but there's still like tens of thousands, if not 100,000. They're like, no, we're not giving you back the Lego. And then when he threatens to sue, the new owner's like, he actually crosses his arms like a villain. Let me tell you how this is going to go, okay? You can sue us. We're going to drag this out as long as possible, and it's going to cost more for you in the end. So basically, we're not giving you back the Lego. It's not our responsibility. We're taking it. It was like half the inventory of the store.
But like they weren't planning to like sell the Lego anymore to give him the money or whatever they're supposed to be doing?
They were still selling it. They were posting.
Were they giving him the money?
No. So the old owner was doing that. He would come in to collect a check like once a month. And when he came in to collect the check after the new owner had taken over, they're like, we ain't giving you shit. And that's when he was like, okay, well, I'll sue you. And they're like, try it.
You don't have the money to. Oh, okay. So, all right. Oh, so they're just like squarely in the wrong. Got it.
Straight up. And they're even posting social media posts about, hey, look at this set. It's worth $1,000. And he's like, that's my set. There's even like yellow tags to indicate that it was his. So it's very clearly like, okay, this is a terrible situation, but he doesn't have the money to sue. So that's when Reckless Ben comes in. And he does all kinds of.
I'm looking at his YouTube right now. He got stupid numbers. It's crazy how you can like not have heard of somebody and they get. Like,
I haven't heard about him until this. And it's one of the craziest stories that I've ever heard. And it's about Lego, mind you, but it gets so much crazier. So he basically concocts all these types of legal schemes that are legally dubious to try to get back Brian's Legos. He has spy cameras, tries to go in and tries to like, hey, where's my friend's Lego? And then he gets trespassed. They call the police on him, and the police side with the store owner because that's what police do, right? He tries to look at like different legal things he could do. He's like, okay, well, if it's a lottery, it's a felony. So the police have to get back the Lego if we auction off the Lego as like a lottery or some shit. So long story short, he does all this crazy fucking thing.
He didn't just like, I'm sorry, I'm confused. He didn't just sue like civilly with like
he didn't
money.
sue because they didn't have money for the lawsuit.
The guy here with the millions of views on YouTube doesn't have the money for the lawsuit?
Well, he didn't have millions yet. So he blew up because of this.
Also, he's not the guy who owns the
right, but if you're gonna take on somebody's cause, like, and like what they need is to sue with money, I would assume you're taking on the cause because you're gonna supply the thing that they need.
Yeah, it was more like I think he thought he could
taking on the cause because he knew the YouTube views in it, which is also helpful to get the attention to it. But
Ben, the YouTuber, also went to the headquarters of Bricks and Minifigs and was trying to explain the situation, and they were like, we don't know anything about that, even though they very clearly did. Like, corporate was on the phone, and I guess they said the same thing to the owners. They're like, if you want to, there's a recording of the previous owners who agreed to this consignment with this guy. They're like, if you want to do this, we're going to drag it out, and it's not going to be good for you. They have a recording too, yeah.
Yeah, good. So more reason why like they should just sue.
Yeah, so what they end up doing at the end of part 1 of this multi-part documentary series.
Like, okay, you see what I don't like about YouTuber niggas? Like, are you doing a good? Are you like just do the thing that he needs? If the villain is like, ha ha ha, you could prevail if you sued me, but you don't have the money to sue me. Don't you come in and be like, ha ha, we'll sue you. You know what I mean? Not like let me make a bunch of content that I like make money of and like run it. Like what's like this whole.
Well, he even tried to bait them into suing him by trying to create their own LLC. This is Reckless Ben. Like taking their logo, but none of that worked. So what they ended up doing was he concocted this scheme where 10 of his friends got together and they bought the Lego from Brian and he gave them the money back as a loan, and they split it into 10 different small claims civil cases, right? That's what they decided to do. And then Brian, not Brian, excuse me. So the owners of this store, they did not respond to any of these small claims cases. So because they thought they were fake, presumably. So they defaulted and they won all 10 of them. So they were owed $10,000. But when they go to collect the money and let them know that as of this date, you lost, the store straight up shut down. So, and permanently shut down, mind you.
Okay.
So that's when we get into part 2, where they are suing Josh personally. Ben is now suing Josh because he's not getting his money, so he's doing some different lawsuit.
Josh is the one who has the stuff.
Josh is the new guy. Yeah, he's like the owner of that store.
And wicked guy.
Yeah. Sorry, there's so much threads. I'm trying to keep it all together.
No. I got it. I'm
okay. So they go to Utah. This is where Josh lives.
Okay.
And they try to serve him papers. So that way, like, this is a real lawsuit. It's a small claim suit. This is a different small claim suit. This is like a suit about them not paying or whatever, something like that. And then he basically uncovers what looks to be an entire conspiracy between the Mormon church, the owners, and the Utah police. So,
okay, I believe that. I don't know if it's a conspiracy. I believe that.
Yeah. Lots of
you said he's in Utah. That's his state.
Yeah, so this happened in Oregon, and the guy who lives in Utah, like, he owns the store in Oregon. He owns he has an LLC, so he has a bunch of different stores, and so he lives in Utah. So that's why Ben went from Oregon to Utah to try to serve him the papers. And when he tried to serve him the papers, the guy who was trying to serve the papers to Josh kept calling the police on him. And he kept saying, I'm not going to take these papers. The papers are fake, yada, yada, yada. So then the police come, and they're like, okay, can we serve the papers? They come back. They're like, he says he won't accept it. And then finally the cops, they call to verify, is this a real civil case? And then Oregon says, yes, this is a real civil case. So they go back, and then they end up arresting Ben in Utah. And then after that, they get arrested.
Arrested for why?
They did not necessarily say. I think they tried to. So
because of the conspiracy, because they work for because he have right. He sent them.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I got it right. Illegal.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's hard to explain as well. And so
the
today,
conspiracy is that he's in bed with these people, and so they doing it because he fucking with them. All
yeah.
Like how much are the Legos worth? I'm sorry.
$200,000.
Okay.
So we get
explain why they're targeting him. That's the part of the story I don't know.
Targeting Josh.
Yeah, like why
or
not
Ben.
just the guy who originally had the Lego set? Like, why would it just be better for business to say, "Here's your Legos" and walk away from whatever? I'm sure this is blowing up.
Yeah, that's what you.
Right. That is the question that everybody has, right? So it's like, why not just give it back? Because there's obviously, it's worse for your PR. And if you watch the original video, Ben, the YouTuber, he talked to Josh and actually got Josh to admit, yes, I have the Lego. I'm going to give it back to him. I don't want to be a shitty person. But then he kept delaying. He kept delaying. And he kept basically stringing him along.
Lego set? What is it?
It's worth a lot of money, but for it's not really worth it. But so we got the body cam footage today from the cops, and after they called to verify the legitimacy of that civil lawsuit, there's a video of the cop talking to Josh, the guy who Ben was trying to serve the papers to, and they were like, "Well, we'll just try to find some charges, something. Well, what do you want? We'll go through all this." They were like, they were scheming to find something to arrest Ben for, and I think they settled on harassment and stalking, which, if you look at some of the tactics that Ben used, it's not necessarily that big of a stretch because he did a lot of shenanigans. Part of it was entertaining. Part of it was like, to get back the Lego. So he gets released, right? And then I don't know what happened next, but there was this anonymous tip that they had heroin in their car. So then Utah police searched them for multiple hours.
How does Ben know Brian?
I don't know.
Brian daddy raised him or something?
I'm not really sure how Ben knows Brian, to be honest. I'm not sure if they were friends previously, but I will say Brian actually, his case was kind of going a little viral in Lego circles, and a different YouTube group tried to help him. They posted a video, but Bricks and Minifigs came after them and got it taken down and threatened them with legal action. So Ben is
over
more
fucking Legos. All of this
all over fucking Lego, right?
Very expensive Legos, though. Like,
yeah, Brian contacted.
I know
Ben.
it sounds silly.
Is Ben like Nancy Drew? Like
he does a lot of expose videos, documentary style videos where he exposes cults. He'll like infiltrate the cults and do shit like that. I wasn't too familiar with him before this, but after that. So as Ben is still staying in Utah,
Ben has a hotline. Old Kim Possible ass figure.
Ben, bro, it's crazy. I've watched so many lawyer analyses on these, on this topic. So Ben, as he's staying in Utah, apparently the Airbnb owners were listening in on him, and they heard something about stolen Lego, and somehow there's a tip to the Utah police that it was actually Ben who stole the $200K in Lego. So they straight up. They sent a whole fucking SWAT team to the house. They arrested all of them. They arrested Ben for putting up signs to plug a GoFundMe for Brian because he thought we're just not going to get the fucking money back, so I'll do a GoFundMe. So he put up a sign promoting it with Josh's face on it, the thief. And then the police came, arrested his friend for putting up that sign, arrested Ben. And then after that, there was apparently a warrant out for Ben's arrest. He was going to stay in jail for 30 days. But he got out on bail after a judge saw the case. And then this motherfucker fled to Mexico because he was wanted in the state of Utah. And that's when he posted the video.
Ben fled to Mexico?
Ben fled to Mexico.
Ben fled to Mexico.
Yes.
So Ben has gotten criminal trouble on behalf of a stranger's Lego collection.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But fast forward to today, and we're getting a little bit more caught up, where he is now presumably back in the United States because after there was a lot of scrutiny on the American Fork, Utah Police Department because they were pretty transparently corrupt and they mishandled a lot of shit, they announced that they were dropping the arrest warrant. There's no current arrest warrant. Maybe they just dropped it because, they didn't find any evidence to stick to Ben. But now,
why? I say again. So Ben did 10 little lawsuits. Why, as opposed to what was Ben's? Surely someone has asked why we didn't just pay the money to sue for the initial like violation.
That would have made the most sense, but I think that Ben wanted to be entertaining because he is. If you've ever seen Nathan For You, it's all these kinds of weird shenanigans.
And you know what? I fucking hated that shit.
Did you? This is kind of
what a guy in law school that came over and used to play that shit. Oh my god, fucking hated it. So that makes sense why.
So that's exactly what Reckless Ben's video was. He's like, well, what if we tried this to get it back? What if we
just sued?
Yeah. So that's a very fair point, though.
This is.
And I'm to be clear, I'm glossing over all the crazy shit that Ben did. He actually
created. He's been arrested over in behalf of this foolishness.
No. So if you go back to the beginning, he talked about how he infiltrated a lot of cults. So in order to get Josh's information from the original store when they were still open, he straight up had one of his friends pretend to be a famous YouTuber, go into the Lego store, and lure one of the employees out to befriend them and brainwash them and get the number. And he actually did that, and he got the number from that worker. Like, it works, kind of. So the amount of shit he did, I'm really glossing over, but he created corporations and fake cults and fake lotteries to try to get the fucking Legos back.
You see how like maybe, you know what? I'm sorry, I'm a lawyer. Like, if this was a fictional show or something, but it's like all you're doing is muddying up the fucking case. Like, if the goal is to, I think what I don't like is like pretending the goal is to get this man's Legos back, because it's obviously if this goal was squarely to get his Legos back, there would be no need for all of this nonsense and theatrics. But the goal is to make content. Like, that's the primary goal. Mm-hmm. And that's fine, I guess.
I think that's a fair
what
assessment.
What is the position? Right? I'm sorry. How did we get here? What feeling am I supposed to have about this?
I don't know why. I think Mike was like, "Oh, I'm gonna bring Ole a legal case," but it's like a civil thing. So I mean, what is she gonna?
And also, it's also just like it's nuts. It's not even like. No, it's like the man's just doing foolishness. I don't know what to tell you now.
I'm bringing it up primarily because I would like for you to watch it so we can talk about it.
Oh, you want me to see it? Okay, yeah, we can play it.
It's good.
You want to play it?
Well, it's like now there's around 4.5 hours worth of content. So you'll have to, I would say, listen, watch part 1, right? And then if you get roped in the first 5 minutes, keep watching, you'll get invested. I'm very invested in this.
So is he okay? All right, I don't know. It seems a little wild. It seems a little wild. I don't pocket watch people, but like,
yeah, no.
So you're not spending the money to this is who the man straight up and do the right thing. You're just gonna like repeatedly just cash in on millions, of you. Oh, you all know this.
There's a kind of a happy ending,
and the man still don't have his Legos.
No, but they did finally do a GoFundMe, and it did raise enough to replace the amount that he lost. Although now there's a massive criminal case, and Bricks and Minifigs is launching RICO charges against Ben and Brian and the previous owner, and the previous owner is now suing Bricks and Minifigs. Yeah, and people are really pissed off at Bricks and Minifigs just because it's scummy behavior, regardless if you agree with Ben's tactics, as hilarious as they are. And so people are leaking corporate memos the way that they're saying, oh, we can ride this storm out. It usually takes 3 to 7 days, and then the intensity of the scandal dies down. So they're like really being scummy, and they're also threatening other YouTubers who are talking about collaborating with Ben in the Lego community. And so they're very clearly trying to throw their weight around, and it's fucking crazy.
That's why people is making big. This is why these people make the big bucks, because the foolishness they prepared to do to get it.
Yeah.
But I'm looking. I added them to my watch for later now.
Okay.
I see it 2 weeks ago. The first one, an hour. This video is an hour and a half long with 4.2 million views.
Listen, you have to just trust me, and you just have to fucking watch it. Okay. I heard about this from Philip DeFranco, and I'm like, this is insane. And then I'm like, let me watch like 10 minutes, and then I was done. An hour and a half later, went by like 20 minutes, and by the time it was over, I'm like, this is the most important case ever. We have to get this man's Lego back no matter what it takes.
the Lego.
Wait, it's called Ben the Builder? Or
Reckless Ben.
Reckless Ben.
Oh, right. Somebody also pointed out they tried to make Patreon take down Ben's account, And the CEO of Patreon was like, stuff it, bricks and minifigs. So they're trying to basically scare everybody and wage lawfare against anybody.
I got arrested because of Legos. What the hell?
It's fucking crazy. You've got to start at I tracked down a $200,000 Lego thief.
That's exactly the one.
Okay.
Trust me, I went. I added them all to my watch for later in order. And it's good. Like the content itself is entertaining.
It's the best documentary I've ever seen in my entire life.
You're so
and I
fucking ridiculous.
I swear, you just have to trust me.
You have to be stopped.
You just have to trust me.
You know what was really good? You know what?
Yeah, that was a wild play. It's the greatest.
I swear to
first
God.
season of Tiger King. That shit was
Oh, that was good.
The first season of Tiger King was really like
got us through some dark times.
No, that was good TV.
Yeah.
Like, ooh, that was good.
I will say, I'll be honest, I'm more invested in this than Tiger King. I'm no joke. I swear to fucking God, you have no idea. It's so damn good. It is thrilling. It could be an action movie one day. It's very good.
Mike, if I watch this and I'm bored, I will beat you up.
Now you're gonna hate it because I hyped it up too much.
4.2 million views, so I'm assuming like there must be a reason, right? Like,
yeah. So it's like, okay, do you remember when we were all glued to the Illuminati drama? This is like that on steroids, and we're not in it.
This is nice. Yeah.
Glued to it. I want to go fucking party of it.
YouTube channel clip.
We can watch from the
I
outside.
wasn't glued to the Illuminati. Drama.
Right? You remember how mad they were that me and Mike were like, oh, the drama, internet drama. They were like, how dare you call this drama?
I was just like, I don't like how this is affecting me. Why are people coming at me? I don't know who she is. I have no idea.
Oh, that honestly, I be telling, I be bringing that up to people like an old wives' tale. Like, boy, I swear to, like, y'all say what y'all want, but cancel culture in real, that's the greatest cancellation I ever saw. Like, overnight witnessed that shit. Like, you're not gonna, she don't make videos no more. Like,
that's true. That's true.
Like, I watched that shit. It could be studied, and it was in my house. I know exactly what went wrong in the handling of that. That was so terminal. But my God, like they really like my bitch went from incredibly successful to out of here damn near overnight. Like that really was and I didn't have the understanding of YouTube and stuff like that at the time to really understand what the fuck was going on. But I now know that they were doing to her what's called content farming. So wait, if you type in her name on YouTube, her fucking channel doesn't come up first. 900 million videos dragging her link full-fledged. Do you know what it is to have like hundreds of video essays to pick from on your downfall? That shit crazy. That shit crazy.
There's just
and
no
that's all
coming
because
back
she made that fucking video on YouTube. Like she would have been fine if when the cancellation started on Twitter. She would have been fine had she not addressed it with that big YouTube video she put out. That's what did it.
Yeah, or lie about it too, right?
Because I think a lot of liars are quiet.
About who was actually telling the truth, right? And I was like, okay, she's like, I'm going to drop the receipts. It's all going to be in the video. And then like the video came out, and then all the other creators one by one started dropping their own videos. For like, no, that's not what happened. Here's the actual receipts.
I think like, what I'd be feeling bad about. But I feel bad. I don't feel bad about it because, like, hey, David.
Hey.
Second guess.
Sorry, I'm late.
second guess this year.
I don't feel bad about it, but because she apparently like deserved what she got. But sometimes I'd be thinking she had before she put out that video. We're talking about Illuminati and when she got canceled. Oh Lord! But I remember she like WhatsApped me and sent me like the script or something before of the video that got her canceled beforehand, like, hey, like read this, see if it's okay or whatever. And I didn't read it, and I said it was good. Like I said it was fine. Like I feel like keep so fucking bad because like when she got canceled, I was like, fuck. If I read it, I would have told her. You don't put someone like I would have said something, but I was every time I think about that, I'd be like, fuck. Like normally, like I give people good advice. I feel so bad. I feel like fuck. I didn't because I just like didn't. I hate like I was trying to be like polite and friendly. Like we just started this show and like it was like, oh, in my mind, like, I don't care what she got going on, but I'm like, oh yeah, people talking about you on Twitter, whatever. Like people talk about
we all said that, right?
I was like very like on her side. Like I really just thought like it was nothing. Like I really thought it was not a big deal. And so when she sent me the video, like, hey, like look over like the script or whatever, like tell me what you think about it. I didn't, but I lied and said I did because I wanted to be friendly. And I didn't know that it would be the video that fucking kill her. Like I ain't know.
Right.
I think about that sometimes, like, damn, like if one person had advised her better, and I think like she did send it. I mean, but we just didn't know the scope of it.
I'm imagining the scenario now where Ole is like, yeah, it's a great video. And then she's like thinking to herself, I didn't watch it, but what's the worst that could happen? And then but then a quick cut to like, you're sitting in your living room and all of a sudden breaking news on CNN. Illuminati tonight has been.
I didn't even know it did feel like that because I told her like, yeah, girl, you don't understand how like much I just assumed to be on her side. Like I was like, girl, yeah, whatever the fuck they talking about your girl.
It's just Twitter drama. That's what I thought
exactly
too.
So I'm like, yeah, girl, put on the video. Oh, girl, yeah, they did something to you. Yeah, girl, fuck them. Yeah, I hear you. Like that's the way I was being about it. And then the video came out, and I remember I like even commented because again, commented now, still ain't watched the video, but I'm like, yeah, girl, love hearts. Later on, I'm hearing everybody like, she did. I'm like, she did what? She did whoa. Let me watch the video, and I'm like, fuck, I could have said, but I didn't. Right. I'm a liar, and I'm sorry.
I mean,
we're all liars in some way.
My position when it was happening was like, if this was a controversy over like her position on something or her, the content of a video she made in terms of like, what opinion she was espousing, then that's something I could have, listened to and backed her up on. But like I was thrown into a situation where I was asked to defend someone's legitimacy and honor who I barely knew.
Yeah,
I didn't know them, and I can't put my own. It's one thing to defend what someone is saying, like their opinion on something. It's another thing to defend
their character.
Someone's character.
Yeah.
Especially when you don't know them. I could defend someone's opinion and not know them at all, but I can't defend someone's character unless I know them. And even then, you can know someone, and they could be have a whole different personality or life. They could be,
Well, my whole take on it was like when she was like, guys, I'm going through this is really serious shit. I'm like, listen, we've all been through this before. We've gotten attacked on Twitter, brigaded. It just happens. It'll pass. Like, because none of us really knew the scope. And then once we actually started to look into it, I remember we were all going back and forth in DMs like, did you see this? Did you see this? Because like, it was so fucking overwhelming. And I remember like, I think it was me and David that talked about it. Or maybe it was me and Lance. I don't remember who, but I'm like, you don't understand. It's not like we thought. It's not anything like we thought.
I think we talked. I remember talking to you about it.
Plagiarism scandal too, that I think Matt Binder tried to tell her not to do, because like it was all over like that technique of highlighting.
And that's another thing too. Like
I was like, what are you doing?
When that stuff was happening, like I didn't even have a YouTube. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so it's like I didn't have a frame of reference for like how ridiculous what's being said is. Like I wasn't editing videos. I don't think my channel didn't exist yet at the time. So it was like I don't fucking know like what you talking about legal and this stuff. Now I'm like, oh bitch, what? The precept, like the standard template thing. Like
it would be like if we went around screenshotting everyone who does like the multi-box layout view when they have multiple guests on, and we were like, "Oh, the leftist mafia template." I see. That's ours.
I'm like, you think that the
basic thing.
And the thing is too is like, even if you think that, tell your friends, like talk to your other creative friends. I'm like, I see people all the time that I'm like, that you definitely ripping my shit off, but I would never say that online. Like, I'm not gonna go like, excuse me. Come to the front. I'm here to address you. And that's what she did. Like, her post was like, legal, you're fucking plagiarizing.
Publicly.
Oh, Lord. Like, it was so nuts. And I remember just at the time feeling like it just felt like all I could see was like in my mind, she thought that another creator like took something from her, like a style from her, and she said something about it, and now it's like blown into this whole shebang. I ain't know, and I didn't care. Like at the time, it just was like, there's a lot I didn't care about. I don't even think my mic was good at the time. Like I didn't know. I was like, oh, every time I see it, like I'd be like, oh my God, like go look at them. Like what happened to her channel? That shit crazy.
It was exhausting because we were just trying to start a fucking podcast, right? Like we were just trying to enjoy ourselves. We were so young at the time, and we had no idea what a fucking whirlwind that would be. I couldn't enjoy that docu-series, like the cinematic universe that spawned, until after we were fully like removed from it, right? Like after we did our big video, then it was like, okay, now I can sit back with some fucking popcorn. And I remember sharing videos with you all like months after it happened, just because I'm like, did you see this new one from Swoop? It's so good.
Oh,
and we're in it.
No, it'd be good tea. It do be like the videos they do on her, like she in specific, like really upset a community of video essayers. They really be putting their back into being on Haas.
I didn't even know she existed till she was like on the podcast.
Yeah,
same. And she apparently had like affected everybody's life.
It was
I introduced all of you.
Fucking Lance, he knows everybody.
It's okay.
I
was just basically DMing people, being like, "Do you want to watch the election tonight?" That's all.
Yeah. No, I never heard of her. I just knew like, oh, she has the most subscribers of everybody here. Like huge, great. Like, and then
cool.
She
was.
Yeah, well, I think I will say, I don't know if I've said this before, but I think that's the downside inherently to like being off camera, I think sometimes it can help make especially if you make video essays, it can make it feel more cinematic, like more documentary style. But I think the downside is because people don't form that like attachment to you, even if they form like an attachment to like, they think your content style is great and substantive or whatever. What happens is now by the time like something happens and people expose that, you essentially have like a content mill in the first place, a bunch of other people are doing this stuff. So they don't get the credit for that. And they don't have a personal attachment to you because they haven't seen you. They're not going to give you the benefit of the doubt. Like, creators with better personal relationships between them and their audiences have survived worse things than Illuminati got like killed for. And I was like, because you ain't got no cachet. If the audience doesn't know you because you're a triangle on screen, and every person that does know you is coming out with a fucking stylized video essay about how you're the devil, like. Oh, like it was everybody. It was her friends. It was her boyfriends. It was the ex-boyfriends. It was multiple.
Exes, work associates.
It was like
every other week, it's a stupid video. If you watch it, like, oh my God.
Right. Like, didn't nobody, there was nobody like, no.
I wonder if like VTubers bridge the gap because they have an avatar on screen that talks. It's not their face, but it's still like an avatar.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm like saying.
Would they be able to survive that kind of thing, or would they just also be like go like Illuminati?
I don't think so. And I think it also like depends on what you do. Like in a different world, I think it's because Illuminati presented herself as like arrogant and like criticizing people for the same thing. Like in a different world where people had come out with like H-Bomber and these people like what happened later, because she was already pretty much, the cancellation already rolled by the time H-Bomber came out with his thing saying like, oh, she did plagiarism stuff. I don't think that would kill her if she hadn't jumped out the window looking to condemn Legal for plagiarism that wasn't even plagiarism. Like she was so intense about something so much less than, no one's gonna have any grace for you by the time like, because there's no like plausible deniability of like, oh, I didn't think, like we didn't do that, or we don't act like, you know what I mean? Like she was already coming at this man about plagiarism. So if they found out you plagiarize it, you do your content on MLMs and shit, and all the people who work for you are like she basically trying to have a company town. Like it just looked bad. It was like you can't go nowhere from that.
God, I need to go watch rewatch the Vanguard coverage of this with us. Because that'll bring back some memories. That was really fun. I remember it made me feel a little bit better because they were also like, I don't know who the fuck this lady is. Like, I don't think that it was like, I don't think that they are, the worst people for not coming and addressing this sooner. They didn't know. It's like, and it was the genuine truth. I saw like some videos that were like, and this was the only time I ever watched content about like myself. Yeah. Because it was all of us. So it's like, well, it's not just me. But I was like, I remember watching, like, they're only keeping her on because she has the biggest audience. Like, no, we genuinely do not fucking know, and we don't care. Like, it's not our universe. It's a different circle.
I also think just like, I just was like, nobody was thinking about it that serious. Like,
no.
It was like, we didn't, at the time, I hadn't even processed that people could be upset at me. Like I could have like have as a matter of anybody could perceive that I have an obligation to speak on what another creator was doing. Like that that had not even come to my mind as a thing. And it feels weird. I think in general it's weird when like somebody even if only tangentially, you're expected to like speak on them as though you don't, as though like they can't text you, you know what I mean, or like address you. It's weird, it's like I don't know, no one's excited to be like, oh, I denounce her. I denounce and disavow her. Like that was what it was. We were just like, oh, this don't got shit to do with me. I just met this bitch Thursday. You know what I mean? Like,
and she also was gone for like a month and a half or 2 months as well. So there was also that detachment where we were like, we were really even focused.
The show was like people would show up in the chat and be like, "When are you going to talk about it? When will you?"
I remember,
right? And it's not like
with the statement.
And it's not like she's not like, I think they think she's just a triangle on screen to them, but to us, she's a person. I mean, she was a triangle on screen to us too. I've never seen her like on her face. Like we didn't have that kind of like, and then she was nice. Like I have nothing. I don't. I haven't had a bad relationship with her or something. She never did anything evil and vengeful after to me that I'm aware of. Like how people were like, you know.
Well, she did take over access to our subreddit and wouldn't.
Oh, that's right. And that motherfucker's dead, so joke's on her.
I was like, I didn't even know that, but that's funny. But she never did. I'm like, you know, she didn't do anything to me, so I'm like, I don't hate the gal, but I have watched many a video about why people hate the gal.
Well, I remember somebody, God, maybe it was one of the comments in the videos after the VOD was uploaded, where they're like, just watch this video. It was like a 2-hour video. I'm like, the audacity for you to expect me to watch a 2-hour video? Like, are you fucking kidding me? And then once I watched, I'm like, okay, you got any more of them? Got any longer ones?
Mike and David were like, I am not watching this entire thing. Please give me the cliff notes.
It was hard because it's like, okay, I really need to watch. So finally, when I watched it, I'm like, okay, I understand. All of you were fucking legitimate. God damn it. You weren't like lying. This really is serious. Fuck.
It was so weird. Sometimes it's so strange how some people manage to like overcomplicate life in their career in that way. Because it's just like, why don't you just make your videos that are doing well and just, you know, pay people and go about your business? Like, why is it?
Yeah.
Why are you like, why do you even have the energy for this like toxic infrastructure? Like, why are you doing that? I'm just confused as to what would be the point.
Right. There doesn't need to be so much drama. You don't have to be a shitty person in all these relationships. Life can be so much simpler if you're just chill. Like if everybody just smoked weed, society would run so much more smoothly.
I avoid all that stuff. I feel like the first year of my YouTube, I was like kind of in that stuff, like replying back to people and stuff. But then at some point, you're just like, I just want to do what I do, and I don't care. Like I don't get back and forth on Twitter anymore. Like I stopped that years ago. Like it's so much better and easier just not having to engage with toxic people. Like just do your thing, enjoy doing your thing. Like life's busy enough, life's hard enough. I don't have to also have the mental energy to jump on Twitter and start beefing with people. Like it's so ridiculous.
Yeah. I put out a tweet that was getting me some heat, and I deleted it. I'm like, okay, never mind. I don't
okay, never mind.
I've done that many times. I write something, I'm like, delete. And I'm never mind.
Fuck it. You all very clearly feel it the opposite way. That's fine. Enjoy. I concede. I don't care enough.
I don't respond to negativity as a like matter of like professional policy anymore. Like I'm like, I don't talk to. I literally didn't even have Twitter. I deleted my Twitter. I don't even have the thing anymore. I just make my content and go. Like, I am not about to stress me. I realized eventually I was like, oh, like it would be, I feel like in 2023 was the last year that I'm like, was like actively engaged in like, oh, this one's talking about me, this one's this, and I'm beefing with this one and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, why does this keep happening? Like, I felt like it was hate train after hate train after hate train. And I was like, oh, because I'm taking the bait. Like, I was like, I get it. They're always talking shit about me. I just happen to see it and engage. And now it's a thing like,
that's what they want, the attention.
Once I realized like, oh, this means nothing. If I don't engage it, like in my mind, right? Like I haven't been on Twitter for like a year and a half or something. And in my mind, nobody's talking bad about me. Realistically, that can't be so, right? Like they were talking shit about me, but I don't hear it. It doesn't exist in my real life. And that's what I realized, like, oh, it means nothing if I don't know about it and engage it. So like, whatever. I put my stuff out there. I'm like, oh, nobody's talking about me. Mind my business over here.
If I don't know, then it's not happening in my mind. You know, it doesn't matter. Does
Yeah.
a tree fall in the forest? You know, it's like farting in the wind. It really it doesn't matter.
I don't get people who search for their own names to look up like the mean things people are saying about them. It feels really weird.
I don't know why that's not painful to your chest.
Yeah.
Right.
I would never.
That's what I would imagine. You know, it's like, oh wow, someone said the worst possible thing I could imagine about me.
Yeah, I don't expect to see anything positive.
Yeah.
That's why I don't
Yeah.
see positive, negative. I don't see anything people say about me in the wind on the internet. Like if it has to be like Aaron would have to like send it directly to me. Like Aaron sent me something like, hey, somebody sent this to me and they were speaking positively, but I was like, oh, nice. But like outside of that, I don't engage it at all. Like not
Do you
even
read YouTube comments?
not well at this point, so I have 8 channels in the Illuminativerse, and so I see comments like between everybody and all of them, but it's really only like in passing for the most, and like a certain like, oh, you know how they have the like they kind of they show you like the
summary.
Oh, the
Yeah, the
curated
summary,
ones.
you know?
Yeah, the curated.
Those are
ones,
always
yeah.
so wonderful.
That's actually made YouTube like the back end a lot better because it's like, oh, these are actually relevant. They're usually always positive. I rarely see a negative one in that.
Yeah, exactly. It is really, it's one of their healthiest things they put in place for creators. They also have now too, like if you want to, I don't have it, but then you can make your comment section subscriber only and stuff like that. And that stuff is nice if you want to do it. But honestly, we moderate shit. Like I have lots of, blocked words. If I happen to see some bullshit, if I happen to see it, I will ban you from every channel in your Illuminativerse, so you can't like go travel and annoy me. Like, oh, hide user from channel, but I will just hide you. I won't say anything to you. You know what I mean? I won't like post it or acknowledge or anything. Yeah. I'll just call my friend and talk bad about it, but I don't acknowledging it. Don't do you no favor. So I don't. For the most part, I just like make the stuff and go about my business because I fuck with the relationship to the content.
Yeah,
I've hidden probably like hundreds of accounts and they have no idea. They just like they're probably still commenting, not realizing nobody's seeing their shit.
I've hidden mad people. Like it's insane how many people. I'm like the second if I see it and I do this, immediately you're out of here. And every time I think like, oh, I'm being too strict, then I like let somebody slide, and the next time I see them comment, it's something I'm like I should have I should have got you out of here. So I just do that. I'm like, hide user from channel because it's better. Because if I let you keep disrespecting me and pissing me off, and then I cuss you out, now you don't want to watch my thing. You have a bad relationship with this, whatever, blah, blah, blah. You're upsetting me. It's better for you it's better for me in my pockets for you to watch my content and not know that you get on my last nerves because no one's seeing this comment. So.
And also maybe if they keep watching, they'll eventually like change their mind and like, hey, maybe I was wrong before. And now I actually like Olay.
That was my logic with like some of these people. Before YouTube changed like how they curated it, it would show me a lot of like frequent commenters, and sometimes that would be conservatives. And there was one conservative commenter that I watched for like a year. I don't know why I let this go on for so long before hiding all of his comments, but like it would just always be, it started out with just like practical disagreements. Oh, you leftists, very generic. And increasingly it got much more homophobic over the years or over the year where it was like, you're hysterical, like, just little dog whistles, and then like this sissy, and then it got to like the F slur. We're like, okay, you know what? Why am I tolerating this fucking bullshit from this dipshit who's probably like 87 years old? He's probably gonna die in like 2 days. Why don't I just like? And I did.
You should have been.
I don't know why I let that go on for so long. I guess I thought like, well, whatever, maybe he'll watch and change his mind. But it's like his brain is ossified. There's no.
You just gotta let them talk to them like. It's best that they don't have to. You don't have to know about it. They think they're being heard, and you don't have to hit them. Because sometimes what'll happen is I'll ban some. Somebody will leave a fucked up comment, and I'll be like, I'm gonna ban you from it. Like they'll leave it. Like say they leave it on like Illuminati, and I'll be like, I'm gonna ban you from the whole Illuminativerse, and I'll go to like the next channel about them, and I'll see they're already banned from there. I'll be like, you're nothing worse to me than how like insane. Like it's one thing when you have one channel and you wonder to yourself, why is this person who's leaving negative comments watching this? You know what I mean? Like you don't like you're here. I haven't made you be here. But do you know what it is to watch somebody claim to hate you and your content, travel through 8 channels, watching everything? like you don't like me.
That's like a job. You have to like
content on every street of the Illuminativerse. You're not well. Like,
the energy it takes to do that. I don't have the energy to like shit on anyone and be a hater. Like I feel like I'm just exhausted, and the amount of effort these people take or put into like just being shitty. Like in some ways it's impressive because it's like, man, I couldn't care less at this point in time. I've lost my desire to just like do anything. But yeah, I don't know, I don't get it.
No, it's insane. It's absolutely nasty work. I'd be like, wow, this is nuts, because I don't know who do you feel like is making this happen to you? Or they'll be like, oh, I hate this. I don't want YouTube to show me this. But you subscribe and you commented like,
I know, I get
gonna
those.
show it to you. I'm like, what's wrong?
Some people are just miserable, honestly, and they just have nothing better to do. Like it's their favorite thing to do for themselves. Like they get like a thrill out of trying to bother people.
They do. That's why when you respond, they like, oh, lettuce. So I'm like, oh yeah, I won't
exactly
give
what
you
they
satisfaction. Or they say something crazy. And my thing is too, I don't respond to people to anything that's not like just me being able to say something like, thank you, love you. You know what I mean? Something positive. Because even if, like, say somebody says something to you that's a little bit like, it's not even like super rude or whatever, but it's something that you think you can answer constructively and politely, it's still a problem. Like you answer it and someone will say something to you and you like answer and they're like, oh, you're real late. Like they turn up immediately. It's like, I'm so perplexed by this like interaction. I'm like, sometimes it's just easy to hide. Just okay. Like, all right, I see what's going on.
Yeah. Do you ever? I don't know if you're on Facebook, Ole, but if you ever look at like David and I have talked about this. If you look at like your public page and the messages you get, or just the comments on your videos,
the DMs on Facebook are insane.
They are fucking crazy. I have people. I'll check every once in a while. And this still happens. I shit you not. People will argue with my automated response system. Like every single person who sends me a message on Facebook will automatically get, hey, thanks for messaging the Humanist Report. I don't always get to all of these posts, but I try to read them all. And somebody will be like, you fucking F-slur. I know you see this. Stop being a pussy. And then it'll send the same response again. And they'll send another response. And I'm like, I'll look at this big, huge transcript. I'm like, they were arguing for hours with this fucking automated system. And they think I'm just trolling them. And I'm like, I'm not reading, I'm just scanning it. I'm not like actually reading all of it. But like it's outrageous.
Most of my death threats have been through Facebook messaging.
Yeah, same.
That's where they come from.
Same.
It's completely insane people.
Oh no.
That's scary. I thought that I didn't have a Facebook, like a private Facebook profile. I thought I deleted it years ago. I could like remember deleting it. And then the other day I was visiting, I was in West Virginia, that's where I went to high school. And when I was visiting one of my bestie from high school, Milky, she was like, why haven't you added me on Facebook? Like accepted my request. I was like, I don't have a Facebook. She was like, you do have a Facebook. And her mom was like, you do have a Facebook. And I was like, I have a Facebook. I went and I logged in and it logged in. I was like, oh fuck, I do have a Facebook. So I have a Facebook, like a regular like private profile with like the people like I actually know on it, but I don't have a Facebook like a public page because of exactly what y'all like. I cannot imagine that it has anything positive to offer me. So like I got like, I don't need that. I remember what Facebook was like just as a regular person with a private Facebook profile with the people on just the people you know in your life turn into the worst versions of themselves on Facebook like that. I was like, I don't want a public Facebook profile. I honestly I really don't like social media. I think I'm like at the place where I'm like, I feel like I think there's a difference between media and social media, you know what I mean? Or like doing like creating content versus just having a platform. And I try not to conflate them so that I can make those separations. Like, I don't like social media. I don't want to be like talking to people on the timeline and arguing and yada, yada, yada. I don't have any desire to like share in a personal way. I'm like, I would like to make my media on YouTube on my platform. This is what I meant for y'all to consume as media, not to consume, to talk to me, like the personal relationship of how social media makes you think it's like you and them. It's like, I'm not into it. It's not for my mental health. It's just not for me.
No, I'm feeling the same way as of late. And I don't know if it's more of a cultural thing where it's just so toxic, or I'm just getting older and I just feel like it doesn't add any value to my life. And it just eats away time that could be spent doing anything else. Even if I'm just sitting there staring at the wall, I feel like it's a better use of my time than realizing, my old friend who I used to work with is a Nazi now. It just doesn't do anything for me. AI slop. And I swear to God, I don't understand how older people get so much AI slop. it is exhausting trying to explain that. Like, yeah, it's this is why I don't. Yeah, this is why I try to avoid it as well. Because yeah, there's a lot of shit on Facebook that's just AI, and there are some positives. There's still like a lot of leftist groups that you can find locally who are just trying to do mutual aid and shit like that, or they want to organize some sort of, yeah. But if you go there for that, you're gonna have to see the AI slop, the right-wing propaganda that they pay to advertise on. It's just really toxic and exhausting, and it's easier to tune out the world if you just ignore that and step away from the fucking computer. Like, I feel like I'm almost like the AI shit has almost made me feel like more of a tech minimalist in some ways, where I'm not using my Kindle. I'm like just trying to read physical books again. Like, I don't want to look at a fucking screen. I don't know if I'm becoming a boomer or it's just the sign of the times. I'm grappling with that. I don't know.
I'm definitely aging. I'm older in my spirit. I definitely do old bitch shit. Like 1000%. I've turned into my daddy. Like, my daddy used to not like my friends looking too comfortable in his home. Like, when I was a kid, he really didn't like that. Like, I have a friend, Jevy, my daddy cuss out one time because Jevy just was sitting on his couch looking too comfortable. And that used to seem like old me and that, like, arbitrary African shit. And now that's the type of time I'm on. If I come down and like my friend Nigel, me and CJ's friend Nigel's always at our house. And I love Nigel. Like, I want him here. And then someday I wake up and I'm just like, why are you already playing games? You playing video games? I just wake up. Like, you already here enjoying yourself. The other day I woke up just in a bad mood and I was like, hey, when you come here, don't walk past me to go upstairs to play no video games. You have to sit down for at least 20 minutes and tell me about your day before you go enjoy yourself in my house. Like, I already know what kind of parent I'm gonna be. I do old Bahamian woman shit.
I feel like that's healthy. We have to be more set in our ways, because everybody's mind is leaking through their ears. So if we don't hold strong on some shit, then we're going to be right there with them.
No facts. How have y'all been? How old's y'all's kids now, Bender, David? I feel like they got to be old now.
5.
That's crazy.
God, that makes me feel old, David.
Was that baby? I have a baby. That baby was new, no? Like, I feel like the baby was fairly new.
Yeah, it was very new.
Right when you had your kid? Has it been 5 years? Did you start the Rational National at the same time that you had a kid? Like,
no, I started that 2015.
Oh, okay.
Well, late 2016 more so, but
maybe on the Rational. Have you had 1 million subscribers yet, David?
No, YouTube doesn't like me, so
it hates me too, David.
It's up and down. It's reported well, especially recently. The algorithm is so weird. Like, I had videos like last month, like 500K, 400K, like 200K, and this I'm like barely breaking like 30K. It's very bizarre. Like, it's up and down, and the content, like, I'm not changing. It's the same kind of content I'm doing. Like, I'm not changing anything drastic. Like, there's no reason for those kind of spikes or those kind of like drop offs. But
YouTube is aggy like that.
I will see comments all the time that really piss me off, where it's like, I haven't seen your videos in months. Where have you been? It's like, I've been here the whole time.
I
just haven't been fed them.
When people talk to me like I've been on vacation, I hate like somebody comment like, "Oh my god, like it's so glad, like welcome." I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm putting out great content right. I get irritated immediately. Who are you talking to? Like, I've been somewhere hiding. Like, I hate that shit. Somebody commented like, "Oh my god, I'm so glad that your movie review is back." I'm like, back? Bitch, I'm like 4 times. What are you talking about?
Like, I think what YouTube tries to do now is that they'll like uplift like new creators or really small channels. Because I'll see people in my feed where it's like, this person has like 3 subs. Like, why am I seeing this video at all? But
why am I even seeing this video?
While they're doing that, they're like dropping others off, right? So it's like leveling out.
David said, why am I even seeing this video at all?
But it's not. It's one thing if it's like content I would click, but it's like not even in like exactly I have no interest in it. It's like, what is this?
Like, that's like, why would you do this? And they're like,
I noticed that YouTube prioritizes just engagement more so than subscribers now. It doesn't matter if you have like 1 million subscribers. It's all about like, can you get them to watch the whole video? Because you see people with like lower subs getting a shit ton of views. It's crazy. So I still don't really understand the algorithm. I'll pretend like I know, but I genuinely don't know what the fuck I'm doing. But
I think it's just changing all the time. Like, I have high engagement. Like, most of my videos are watched like at least halfway through. We're talking like 7-minute average like view duration, which I think is pretty good usually for YouTube. But it doesn't matter for the like one month that may be good for the algorithm. They're like, sure, let's give your video out to more people. Others, like the most of my videos now come from subscribers, which is still not supposed to be normal. Like YouTube, most channels,
YouTube does
from my
it now. Like
understanding,
they don't push out your videos until they've are like your subscribers. They choose it by that. So like if your subscribers, like say a video might have worked well in YouTube, like this is hot, this is this, whatever, but your specific subscribers didn't click on that or don't really like that, YouTube will be like, well, the subscribers don't like it, so I'm not pushing it out to anybody else, and they tank the video.
Yeah,
I know. Yeah, where it's soul crushing whenever that happens.
Yeah, no, YouTube. I feel like I bounce around between like which one of my channels they're treating the best. So it's like, okay, like yeah, usually that kind of helps. Is like someone's being treated well, but then it's annoying when it's like, oh, so that video that script that I worked well like that, fuck that video, but Olay and Chill's doing number. Okay, I'd be like, all right, you only stupidness you want to talk about, huh? Like sometimes it's like that. Like
maybe that's the solution. Multiple channels.
Yeah.
Gotta figure out some other angles here.
Yeah.
Also,
the problem with running multiple channels though is you feel like you're building up, like it splits your attention on
and then you
one.
end up underserving one. Like I'm used to doing regular videos.
Although it makes sense for someone with successful channels like the three of you, like your main channel is pretty strong on its own. I think building out a second or third or fourth channel would be pretty simple when you got a big main channel.
Yeah. I think depending on what kind of content you make in different channels, the obligation is different. Like, so if y'all are doing like the kind of content y'all are doing, it has to be like high output, political content where you're like responding to events and blah, blah, blah. And that creates like a different kind of amount of work. And also like length of videos, how much that has a huge difference on what makes money. But certain things is like, okay, main Olurin, I don't put out every month or even every 2 months or whatever. Like it's going to be, I can go a few months or whatever before I do a production and it'll still perform because this production, they expect a certain kind of thing out of it. And I think you have a lot more leeway than you think. Like you don't have to put out all the time on them. Like, it's just about like what is the content cycle and like how you train the audience and like what they expect. Like on Olurin Pop, Olurin Pop is like once a week. Olay and Chill is like once a week. And everything else is kind of like whatever schedule.
And it doesn't hurt you when you do that, when you do once a week?
No.
Okay. Because this is one thing that I was talking to my husband. I'm like, we should just take a week off this summer. But like, I don't want to have to prepare videos to feed the algorithm. I just want to like take a week off and not do extra work. But like, then you get scared. It's like, well, fuck, is that going to bury me for like 5 months when I come back?
It will. I think it will hurt you initially. Like I've done it before. I've taken like a week off. Like it hurts you initially. Like you eventually make it back. But the thing is, like as Olay was saying, the algorithm is it's trained on what it expects of your channel. So if you start doing that once a week, it'll eventually work out for you. But your viewers are still and the algorithm still used to use you putting out like regular videos. So it's going to hurt you initially, unless they've changed it because they would keep changing
I honestly
it.
think you'll be fine. Like Olurin used to be like my home for everything, where I had Olay and Friends and all this stuff and yada yada yada. Everything was just on that one channel, and then that stopped and it became just my productions. And when that happens, and it's fine. Like it's just, I think different channels have different like initial velocity. Like for example, an Olay and Chill video will start out way faster than an Olurin Pop video or an Olurin video, even though those channels are bigger. They have Olurin Productions have longer tail ends, so it takes them. They're slower to like build in that initial like, that initial first hours or a day, but then after that they move, they continue to compound and they build even longer and faster. So it's just different, and not all back catalogs are like created equal. Like a Bytes Cat back catalog isn't going to be worth as much to me as a Chill or a Pop, because people treat those more as evergreen versus they treat like commentary about things that are happening now. Even if you make it evergreen, they don't receive it as that. So it's just like that. It's a bunch of different things, but that's the whole, like, that's why I like having like the verse, but they're also just like different styles of content, entirely different styles of content. So
yeah, no, that makes sense. I just put all my slop up on the same channel too, so you're all getting everything. No, it's hard. It's because we've all been doing this now for years, and we still are like, we only can concoct theories about like the algorithm. That's what makes it a little bit.
It's annoying because it feels like yes, we don't have a boss, but we kind of do. we just can't talk to the boss.
Yeah.
Like,
right.
We have no idea. We have nowhere to give our complaints to except for the AI they've added to it. Like,
they just do whatever the fuck they want.
Although I would still do this any day over retail and fast food because I genuinely wanted to die when I was doing those jobs and just not having to interact with customers. Every mean comment in the world, like, I'll take that over just dealing with a rude customer that's like, fuck you to my face, and I can't say shit because I'll get fired. I would never want to go back to that. So it truly is a blessing in that regard, even though there are some downsides, obviously, and like some vulnerabilities, if you end up fucking up and the algorithm buries you. But, overall, I'll never go back as far as I can help it.
Yeah.
My biggest issue, though, honestly, is having to follow the news so closely. Like, it's gotten to a point. Like, really, Ole, since you left the podcast, everything's gotten much worse. Just the world is just so fucking terrible.
She just left being on the show. It's not like she's siloed off from what's going on in the world.
No, but I mean the timeline. It just everything's just gotten just shit.
Yeah.
I do conduct my platform and content and stuff much differently now. I think it does. It's really stressful when you have to be on constantly of I'm reacting to every current event, all the things. I need to be educated, informed on all of it. I think it's really difficult, and it's not something I myself can do. You know what I mean? I'm impressed. I could never put out multiple videos a day on anyone's channel. Me and Aaron, the thought of it is insane. We put out multiple videos a week across the verse, but one channel, I'm reacting to this morning, this Supreme Court thing happened, and this afternoon you have a video? No fucking way.
Yeah,
no fucking tough. Way. Yeah, it's one thing when it was like on Twitter and social media and you're just recording a little, you know what I mean, a thing or whatever on your phone that goes by, but that's an entirely different thing than recording content for YouTube. And yeah, no. Also, I'm just I'm at a place where I think I think I've been thought this. I think the most for me, I think I'm more advantageous to changing how people think all year round, in the sense that people don't want to click on political content. They tend to be I think when we talk about how the right is really persuasive or has done such a good job at converting people over to a conservative way of thinking, whether unwittingly, unknowingly or not, it's because they're consuming so much right-wing ideology in their entertainment and their media and their podcasts and their regular stuff that is not packaged as political content. And so I think I'm oh, my content is still very political in ideology, but it is more accessible. It's coming in these other forms than when I just do explicitly political, you know what I mean? I'm telling you about this electoral politics or whatever, for example. So that's just kind of where I'm at. And also my own peace of mind. I'm 32. I'm tired. I'm turning 33 in July. I don't have the stress to be fighting with people all day, every day, because so much of what the political kind of landscape is in America and online in particular is a large fight, just a fight all the time. You got to be rowing. It's always, you can't just go teach what you need to teach and go about your business. It's we must now fight to the death. Who must have the prevailing ideology on this matter? And it's I don't want to fight with nobody. I don't care. Please go do your own thing and leave me alone.
I love how we're in our 30s and we're just we're just tired with life.
30s, speak for yourself.
David just turned 50.
Did David turn 40? Lance is in his 40s too.
Yeah, I'm 40.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lance and their baby face. Look at you, beautifully aging white man. We love to see it.
It's Canada. That's what
when you're unproblematic and mind your business.
And have healthcare. That helps.
Yeah, no, that is fair. That'll do it.
I'll be turning 39 soon, and I feel good because I had, a midlife crisis at 22, so I'm okay.
I had a midlife crisis at 22. What about you, Bender? How old are you?
I'm gonna be 40.
And what month? When?
In August.
Okay.
Oh,
wow. I love this. Makes me feel nice again. I love being the youngest person in the room again. Thank you. Makes me feel good about my little 32. I'm gonna be 33 in July though.
I know you're I'm gonna be 33. I'm shut the fuck up.
I will say everything physically gets worse. Some things get better when you get older, but I woke up with sciatica on my leg 2 days ago. I don't know why. I didn't do anything. And that happened. I worked out I finally started working out again, doing lifting weights. And of course, my what is it, triceps, actually doing it's still killing me. That was last Thursday, a week ago. A week ago. I'm still hurting. I don't know what's going on with my body. when I was younger, in my 20s, I could do weights every day. It wouldn't matter. But like you can't do that.
So I was drinking water, and I went to the gym 2 days earlier, and I drank water. I had like a little pain in my arm, and my thought literally was like, is this arthritis? I'm like, oh my God, I'm fucking spiral. This is so unhinged. I'm like,
but it very well could be. Like it's not even
it's
like
possible.
Spiraling. It's 1,000.
Well, arthritis isn't necessarily age related either.
Right. Like, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like that,
Well,
that can most certainly be that.
When I manifested that thought, it was age related to me.
I went on a walk the other day on the trail. Like, did my 5-mile walk that I used to do like every day. And I got home and I was like, I think I broke my ankle. I was like, CJ, my foot is fucked up. Like I realized like I was like, I didn't like you like ever something hurt that I was like, I didn't trip. Like I didn't fall down. Like I don't remember having an accident, but I'm injured.
Yep, that happens more and more often.
No. So doing this in 5 years, we're going to be talking about how we all have gout.
my back went out earlier this year. Like I couldn't get up. Like I actually had to go to the ER. I couldn't move.
Oh yeah, I've been there.
That is actually ass. I'm laughing at the.
Very sorry to hear that.
They had to give me pain meds because I could not stand up.
No, my back could be fucked up. No, it's actually insane how much shit could be wrong with you. Like by the time they tell you everything is wrong and all the different vitamins, I'm like, so I might to take 56 supplements a day for everything that is ailing me that needs assistance. Like it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's a little bit like scary, but at the same time, you always get perspective from somebody. Like I'll see a comment on YouTube that's like, Mike, I'm 70 years old and I'm so proud of young people like you. I'm like, thank you. That genuinely touched my heart because you called me a young person when I don't feel young.
They don't talk to me like that anymore. I turned 30 and people started calling me auntie. Like online, like I don't get nice comments that make me feel young. No. They really comment on my shit. Like, oh, auntie, and I'm like, so no, nobody says any nice
I feel like
comments.
if I saw, I would automatically like say sister still to you because I feel like I'm in uncle territory. I feel like that's appropriate for me. But I feel like you look so young that it would be sister, not auntie.
I've honestly like lost my voice running on with my rant about like the need to like age up, like how people do women. Like, oh, you turn 30 and they start treating you like, I'm like, but you know what? I'm chilling today, so I'm not even gonna go to the mat about it. But just know,
touch that with a 10-foot pole.
I hate it. I fucking hate an auntie from a bitch 3 years younger than me. I'm always so sickening. I'd be like, "Ooh, you're getting on my nerves." Like, and because it said like it's so objective. Like,
yeah. I know it's respectful, but it also feels like a little bit old. Like if somebody called me sir, and I call people sir, not like for age, but if somebody called me sir, I'd be like, fuck you. Like, what are you saying? I'm old? I don't know.
It makes sense for if a teenager is a teenager or something like that, blah, blah, blah. But there's no reason why people who are in their fucking 20s, because, they know you turned 30. I shit you not, hand to God. Literally, I turned 30 and it was like the next day, people who are a few years younger than me started calling me auntie. It's ridiculous. And it's this thing, and they try to like convince you that it's like, because it's something they do and they're so comfortable with it, and they try to act like it's respectful. They act like you don't have any autonomy or ability to like push back on that. And I genuinely think there is a scholarly intellectual argument to be made about misogyny war and the patriarchy, about calling women feeling the need to the minute a woman is 30. It's like, oh, there's somebody in the chat that keep being like, oh, it's respectful. I love it. It's respectful. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't give a fuck, sir. Like, why you keep telling me I don't care? And you're mad.
Taking it as an aggression.
Like, sir, I said I ain't like it. Like,
I was pissed off so this happened like a couple of years ago. I went to the liquor store, I bought liquor, and they did not fucking card me. They did not card me. And the way that hurt my soul is indescribable because
is that the first time you haven't been carded?
The only time, yeah.
Yeah. At a showing for Obsession the other day, I wanted I went to the early screening of Obsession. They gave you like this cute little, hold on, let me show you, like like the little cat and the thingy majiggy. I don't know if y'all watched the movie, but anyway,
cool. I haven't seen it.
And so like they had like a special at Alamo. They had like, oh, this is the Obsession like special like meal. It was like a drink, like an alcoholic drink. And me and my friend like Nigel didn't have our card, so we were like, oh, we can't get the drink. And then the next time I went, they had something similar for I Love Boosters, and I was like, you know what? I didn't have my card either, but I'm like, let me try and do it. Or I did have my card. I brought my card this time because I didn't have an Obsession, like my ID. And the minute they were like, I ordered my drink, they just gave me that drink and kept on pushing. I said, that's about right. That makes sense. I'm over here like, oh, they're not gonna give it to me. They gave me my fucking drink. They didn't ask me for shit. Did not look at that. Just went about their business.
You didn't feel offended though? Because I felt so offended.
I was like, no.
It's convenient, right? But like, it's a little offensive.
In my mind, I'd be like, I don't know if I really truly in my heart of hearts to know like, oh, what you would like. I'm like, I'm 32, so I bet I look 32. You know what I mean? Like, not that I like know like, oh, what about you makes you look old. I just know like, well, I'm not 22, so I bet I don't look it. You know, like I'm like, oh, that makes sense. I'm not offended. I don't mind anybody. I have no shame, and in fact, the Caribbean lady in me is constantly saying how old I am. Like, I'm going to be somebody. When I turn 35, I'm not going to say I'm 35. I'm going to say as a 40-year-old woman, don't disrespect me. I'm going to age myself up like a true Caribbean woman. I don't mind the age. I mind you calling me auntie. Don't call me no goddamn auntie. I hate that shit. Oh, I hate it. Like,
do you ever see on your timeline? So I'll get this on Instagram. There'll be some fake ass post about millennials on average look younger than Gen Z, and all the millennials will comment like, "Oh, I know, we do look younger," and then the Gen Z will be like, "You actually look your age, but that's okay." And it's like, okay, millennials, we have to stop deluding ourselves. We look our age. That's fine.
I went to a concert like a year ago. It was like a lot of Gen Z were there. They look old. They look old. They look older than I remember. Maybe it's the haircuts. Maybe it's because they look like they're out of the 80s. Like a lot of like mullets and like just weird. I don't know.
Yeah.
They dress very differently.
Like the style or the choice. I think there is like, I mean, I think that's like just the aesthetic that a generation chooses that's popular, that's whatever, can like change how you look. Because I think I think there are people that are our age, like there are millennials that have pictures now that look younger than their pictures when they were younger because of the style of clothing that was popular. Like we had clubs in like, a peplum skirt in a suit jacket and, dress shoes and all kind of stuff that was in style for that. So I think I can see that. But generally, I think when I see millennials online being like, we look younger than you're posting their pictures, like, look how young I look. I'm like, you loser bitches. I'll never get caught dead with you fucking losers. Like, they're like, it's so lame. Like, they'll see some Gen Z young person minding their business, and they'll be like, I look younger than you. Why do you look so? I'm like, look at you, bitch. You're a loser.
It's so cringeworthy. It's so cringeworthy to me. It's like, okay, it's not a competition first and foremost, but when you have to reinforce this idea that you look younger than Gen Z, when you don't, it is so embarrassing. Like you have to,
it's very
you have to be self-aware. Millennials, my God.
And it just says how much you don't be around young people, because I was still in my 20s at the time, because this was an old story. I remember like a friend or something taking me to a place that I realized instantly, that was the first time I walked into a place and was like, oh, everybody here must be 22. That's when I realized like 22 had a look and it wasn't mine. Like I felt immensely like out of place, that I was like still in my 20s, and I was like, instantly there was a huge gap between me and them, and I was like, oh fuck. And that's when I realized like, oh, you're much older than that, even if spiritually, like even just you're 22 to 27 or whatever it is. So when I see like people in their 30s trying to be like, I look,
I know,
let's
mentally I feel like
Attraction on Netflix.
No.
Okay, y'all missed that degeneracy. Y'all, did you hear about it?
No.
Again?
Y'all on the Age of Attraction on Netflix? Y'all don't know about it?
No.
Oh my God! Nope. I have to send y'all a video I made about this. I'm gonna send it to you, Mike, and y'all. This is not the kind of foolishness Bender and David would be caught dead watching, but I'm gonna you know that. Like, oh my God! There's this show where these bunch of old people and young people and real young people come on a show, and they're like, we're not gonna know each other's age until we like pick each other.
So it's like Love Is Blind, but for age.
but for pedophiles, but for people who need to be in jail. Because what are you on about? There was this whole ass 60-year-old, 50-year-old, 40-year-old man picking out 20-year-old girls. Like, when they say they're 20, they're like, really? I never knew you were so young.
Oh my God.
Listen, it was egregious. I'm about to send you.
They knew what they were doing, because if you just have a conversation with somebody who's 22, if you're older than like 30, you can absolutely tell. Like, there's a huge maturity difference. There's no way you wouldn't pick that out.
Fucking difference. Like, it's a big stinking difference. Like, oh my God. Like my sisters and my sisters-in-law are both like, one is 24 and one is like 23 or something like that, whatever. I love them. I'm materially older than them. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what do you mean? Like, what are we talking about? What are you saying? It's so crazy. There are old people trying to say, we just have so much in common, you lying bitch. That's crazy. Like, why are you lying like that? Like, that's so nuts. You're a lot. CJ is 30 and I'm 32. And the other day, I was like, I saw somebody like making fun of J Bug from B2K, and I was like, could you believe I said to CJ? Yes, you see how that's the appropriate reaction? I lean over to CJ and I was like, CJ, you see how these people disrespecting J Bug, blah 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 blah. And CJ goes, which one is J Bug again? That's what that little age gap will do right there. This man said, what? Which one is J Bug? So okay,
B2K came on my shuffle, so I'm especially offended because I got to relive my teenage years.
There was like, when I tell you, he didn't hear the end of it in this house. Like, how dare you not know all the members of B2K? Like, that is fucking egregious.
He at least knows Omarion though.
Yeah, just Omarion. Like, and he wasn't even sure. Like, he heard Lil Fizz, but he wasn't even sure. He only knew Omarion. Let's put it that way.
Did he see you got served?
Names, but he couldn't put. And I said, "Oh, this is unacceptable."
So he at least watched You Got Served, right? Because if you remember that movie, that is such millennial cringe, where the guy who was part of the opposing dance team was this white guy who had spiky hair all around his head, like the bottom was spiky as well. And I remember when I was younger, I'm like, that's a cool ass hairstyle. I would do that if I could. I couldn't pull it off.
Is hilarious.
And now thinking about that, it's like, oh my God, I really needed to get beat up for having that pod.
It's you watching it and thinking like he's supposed to be cool, like feeling like that, like that's what I find funny. Like the white guys that You Got Served, you thinking like, oh yeah, they're down.
Well, just because it's like that's a hairstyle that's attainable for me as a white dude, because I had frosted tips at the time, right? When I was watching that, I had frosted tips a lot of my teenage years.
Right now, of you with frosted tips in your hair.
I've showed it before. I look like
I have too. Who didn't have them?
Bring them up.
The way I explained it was that
I was frosted tips who didn't have them.
Back
when
we were in high school, me and Mike, when we in the kids born in
a lot of kids did
80s.
Oh yeah, a lot of kids.
I had
public school?
What was that?
Did y'all go to public school?
I did up till 7th grade, and then I
Catholic.
I didn't.
Yeah.
No,
you didn't, Matt Bender? They let you have frosted tips at your private school?
I was allowed to have frosted tips. I got in trouble when I I shaved the sides of my head and dyed the middle blonde.
So that's where they drew the line. Okay.
That's where they drew the line.
Okay. Yeah,
so basically what I did to get I didn't want to get rid of my blonde mohawk. So what I did was I don't know if they still sell it, but they sold colored gel, like colored hair gel back in the day. And so I just bought black colored hair gel and I just put it in my hair. So it was just slightly darker, and I was like, this is all I can do. I tried to dye it back, and this is the best I can do. And they were like, oh, fine, okay.
This is my frosted tips.
Oh, it's cute. Okay,
that was a little bit. Mine was much bigger.
I think I was 19 right here.
I was picturing. No, that's cute. You're cute there. You can get that off. I like.
I was still heterosexual identifying.
I know. I could tell that that's what you were going.
You
for.
look like a lot of the Portuguese guys in my school. Like that's what.
To be fair, my brother had the same. He didn't have frosted tips, but he had the same. Like he would shave his like sideburns really thin. The chin strap was like in style at that time.
You give like alternative guy that would have had a cute popular girlfriend in the early 2000s movie, specifically like Cliff from Bring It On.
That was the style. The late like 99, 2000, 2001. It was
now I need pictures of you, Bender. Let me see if you pass the test. Like,
I don't know if I have any.
Bender looks like Prince. Did you have this conversation with us, Ole? Where he looked like Prince when he was younger, and when you said that, man, I'm like, you did not look like fucking Prince. And then he pulled it up, I'm like, oh my god, he does.
It was one picture.
Oh yeah, I remember that picture.
Oh, I would definitely
find it.
I definitely.
Somebody says they could smell the Axe spray. I did wear Axe spray, but I did not use a lot because my mom would like choke me out, like choke my neck if I used more because she was so sensitive. So I just do a little. And that's it.
She was so sensitive. She said, "Oh no!"
I remember, like, I sprayed it one time, and she walked into my room. She's like, "It smells like a whorehouse in here." Like she straight up fucking said that.
And like a whorehouse smell like
she was so mad at me. That's the way she. I don't know why she chose that particular word, but she said that. I remember it. I'm like, okay, I get it. I won't spray it.
No, that's actually hilarious. No, that's funny as shit. What do my hair look like? As similar. My hair looked like me, but my makeup wasn't as good. Like in high school, like that's really, and before, not just in high school, just like previously. Period. Like that's what it is. But children today makeup look good. Like they don't even have an ugly stage. Like my niece is beautiful right out there all the time. Like she's a teenager. She looks pretty at her prom, pretty as I was like, you don't even have no like growing pains. Like you're not learning like about adversity. Like you need to rise above these ugly moments. Like she always looks nice. I said, look at that.
There's
like,
a
how you gonna accomplish
me.
anything?
There's a picture of me when I was like 13 years old, and I literally, like, nobody's gonna believe me. I can't find the picture. I looked like Ellen DeGeneres. Like my hair was blonde, it was short and combed to the side. I literally just looked like Ellen. Like I looked like a 40-year-old woman. Like she was 40 at the time. And I remember seeing, I'm like, what in the fuck possessed my mom to allow me to leave the house looking like that? Because it was so bad. It was so bad. And the pose, I swear to God, and I was like 13. My pose was like this. I shit you not.
Have you seen that thread that was like there was a thread on Threads this year where it was like gay like
hey, it's me.
Poster like oh Bender, I feel like you're cute without facial hair.
How old were you, Bender? Were you like 17, 18?
Oh, like
I gotta be 16 and 17 here.
Bad boy in a CW show, you know? Like, oh no, you're a cutie, Bender. Like both of y'all look way cuter than how y'all described the past. Like
that makes
I actually thought you were going to say both of y'all looked way cuter than you do now.
That is not what I said. That is not what I said. That's just how y'all described to me what y'all hair was hidden for. I was expecting to see like something crazy. Y'all, I was like, oh, y'all were cute. So how's the show? How y'all do the show now? How long do y'all be on?
We still cut off around here to do super chats, and then Matt and I, we haven't been going as long, right, Matt? I feel like we've clamped down.
Yeah, we've been reeling it in lately. I feel like that's gonna change soon. I feel like we're just in a weird time right now where people are just like getting really tired of everything because of how
100%.
tiring the Trump era is again.
The fatigue is real.
I feel like, you know, maybe maybe for the midterms people will get back into it, and then maybe for the next presidential election people get back into it, and hopefully they lose, and then I think people will be more hungry to talk about politics because it won't be so in your face 24/7 thanks to Trump.
It's just so exhausting.
Yeah, it really is.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Well, you're always welcome to stay for all the super chats if you want. If you don't want to, though, you should plug all the extended universe that everyone's heard so much about. You can find it.
Okay. You can welcome. If you want to subscribe to me, you can subscribe to any or all channels in the Olurinati-verse. My main channel is Olurinati, where I do my Olurinati productions, my giant video essays. Then I have Olurinati Pop, where I do my like video essays on TV and movies that I am watching or have watched. And then I have Olay and Chill, where we talk shit, what's going on TikTok and the internet. It is chaos and jokes and foolishness on Olay and Chill. Olay and Friends is my podcast where I bring through what is it now? Four of my favorite Black friends and then commentators to come on that. And then there is Olurin Politics extras. And now Olay and Kenny. Me and Kenny JD have our own podcast, Olay and Kenny, that you can watch at Olay and Kenny.
Oh, nice. I haven't.
Wait, hold on. I thought haven't we been on Olay and Friends?
We were on Olay and Chill.
Oh, okay. About to say, last time I looked in the mirror, I was.
Whoa, wait, Black. No, you've been on Olay and Chill. Yeah, no, that's
got it. See, that's one of the issues with having too many channels. I had no idea which one I was.
No, that's because you're not checking for the Illuminati verse. Anybody who watches it knows where you were. You might knew. Mike knew.
I'm subscribed to the entire verse and now the Kenny verse as well, the Olay and Kenny. I'm excited.
Yeah,
I like long form content because I'll like build Legos and listen to something, and I prefer the non-political shit nowadays. Like if it's like tangentially related to politics, that's preferable. But it's hard for me to digest politics because my brain is honestly like it is tapioca pudding. It's just
that's how a lot of people do.
Yeah, it's dead.
It has to be packaged and you got to shoehorn it into something fun and pleasant.
Yes,
more comfortable. Like, oh, like your shoulders are relaxed. You thought you were talking about Desperate Housewives, but let's talk about the Republicans.
if you bring in like the political implications of something, it's like I can digest that. Like I'm a huge fan of like One Piece, and so like there's political videos about One Piece and some of the arcs, like anti-colonial, anti-racist arcs and shit like that. And that is my bread and butter because it's talking about real world issues in a fictional world, and I can like it's at arm's length. It's not like what I'm seeing right now in America, so it's tolerable.
Yeah, I have a video called Desperate Housewives was Conservative Propaganda on Olurin Pop. That has, let me see, how many views does it have? It has 424,000 views.
Damn.
It's what is it? How long is it? Like an hour and a half, like going through all the like Desperate Housewives, why it is. And it's like, oh, this is Pop, like this is a TV show, but to explain why it's conservative propaganda, I'm obviously having a political discussion with you why it's conservative propaganda, but it's fun. You feel like us, you watch Desperate Housewives, so.
I like your analysis videos, even if I haven't watched the show, like the one that you did about, God, I can't remember the name, but it was about how media literacy was ruined, and you talked about like the Big Bang Theory.
Destroyed media literacy. And
and you went through the Big Bang Theory, and I think it was like Barney, a character, Neil Patrick Harris, like how he's a terrible person, but a lovable character.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that because I never saw the show, but it was still like an interesting take.
You haven't watched How I Met Your Mother?
No, I've never seen
best work. Come on.
No.
I love How I Met Your Mother. Y'all haven't watched How I Met Your Mother?
I did.
I haven't.
I did until I watched most of it while when I was working at the college that I was going to. I would watch it like during breaks, like me and my coworkers, and then at some point the show got it just kept going and it wouldn't stop.
I know. I hate that.
I think it was like around like season 5 or 6. It's like, okay, this is enough.
Lance, you didn't watch it either?
I haven't seen it.
Can you watch
episodes? But like, it's hard in this day and age to get into laugh track comedies too.
Yeah, I agree.
Because it's funny though. They really are. Depends. Like, How I Met Your Mother is so. I really love How I Met Your Mother. Like, I really like. It's not just because those videos perform well. I really love How I Met Your Mother. It's so good. I really think like it's legitimately. I watched it so many times, and it really is funny. I love it.
Oh, I believe it. A lot of friends love it too. Yeah, but I feel like it's like if I recommended like Third Rock from the Sun to someone because I liked watching it when I was younger, and then like if they're like I can't watch it because of the sound, like the laugh track, I get it. Yeah,
I feel like no.
Oh, I remember that. I used to watch that.
Third Rock from the Sun. Let me look this up.
That's with John. What's his last
name? It's like an old sitcom, right?
With the Trinity Killer.
John Lithgow.
Yeah. Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
He's in How I Met Your Mother. He plays Barney's. Well, you know
Is he?
Come on, How I Met Your Mother. People in the chat, please. Somebody, comment section, tell them watch How I Met Your Mother.
There hasn't been a good like classic multi-camera sitcom in a long time, like a live in studio. It's just like a dead sort of medium.
I'm trying to think. What
I mean, Seinfeld is obviously probably the most successful, right? Seinfeld and Friends.
Yeah.
I think Seinfeld.
Either clearly.
Although I'm not a big Jerry Seinfeld fan for very obvious reasons, I think.
I love Seinfeld, but I do have a hard time going back now. Just like
I mean,
knowing him.
It does make it a lot. What does make watching it a lot easier is that he's not the best and most talented person on that show. Like,
I don't watch it for him. Yeah,
like what's his face, Jason Alexander. And
Seinfeld?
Julia Louis-Dreyfus easily steal the show.
Oh yeah, I like
episode.
Julia Louis-Dreyfus. She was funny in Veep. I didn't see all of that, but I like that.
Yeah, she's good.
Y'all watch Seinfeld, but y'all won't watch How I Met Your Mother. This is.
I
also
don't make me compare. I've seen them both. Don't make me compare the two.
You haven't been watching recently? Come on, go into it with a friend.
I'm sorry, but Seinfeld is like leagues above How I Met Your Mother.
Oh my god,
I will say
it is.
Okay,
How I Met Your Mother. If that show ended at like season 5, it could have been like a fantastic, like great rewatch. Like, but it went on for like what 8-9 seasons. Like it just kept going, and there were so many weird traps. Like I actually like how it ended. Like I'm not gonna, if you haven't watched, I'm not gonna spoil it. Like I do like the very end, but
some shows I think like end like really badly. Like, but
the way they got there though, it just.
I think, but at least like. It wasn't like Dexter gets like bad towards like the final season of Dexter. How I Met Your Mother does it still has a lot of good stuff. It's like, oh, the ending makes you like have a problem with certain things that happened over those final seasons, but it's not that they weren't good or weren't whatever. They have some fall offs. Like they definitely, it goes on. It doesn't. It has some mistakes.
I do appreciate David watching out for people who didn't want to spoil the show for people who haven't seen a show that aired its last episode in March of 2014.
Yeah, but there's so many shows now. People just come to them late. I'm not going to spoil because I will say the ending's good.
You spoil stuff too, so it's playing it safe.
Yeah, I mean, one underrated sitcom, in my opinion, and I might be slightly biased because of the locale of the sitcom, but King of Queens, I have a soft spot for.
Oh, I did watch that as a kid.
Jerry Stiller is amazing in it.
Oh, he's great.
He is. If you liked him as Frank Costanza on like the 10 episodes of Seinfeld he was on, and you feel like he's been on more because he's such a classic character. Jerry Stiller, he's on every episode, and he's friggin' the funniest guy ever. He really,
and it's a similar sort of character too, isn't it? That he plays
it's
in that
a similar character, but it's a little bit different. There's more of a.
I don't like how y'all throw these other shows and you all like co-sign that pick, but everybody's like just like fuck How I Met Your Mother. That's really great.
I'm not a big Neil Patrick Harris fan.
What about Grounded for Life? Have you guys seen Grounded for Life? That was one I used to like a lot. It was kind of more obscure though. It wasn't like as popular.
I'm looking it up right now.
Tim Allen is huge. Yeah, I used to watch Home Improvement, but yeah.
I watch Home Improvement too.
Yeah,
I've never heard or seen even these people from Grounded for Life. Like,
am I thinking of the right show?
Is that my girl? No, I know my girl Molly Ringwald. I see her. Or is that her? No, that's.
This is the show I was thinking. No, yeah.
Binder, you should watch Abbott Elementary if you want a new sitcom comedy with multicam.
Oh yeah, that one's good.
It's filmed in front of a live studio audience.
No, I don't think so. I don't. They don't really do that anymore. That's mostly
like grow up, Bender. We're not in front of any live audiences anymore. Go watch fucking Abbott Elementary.
Yeah, that was good.
Because I was just bringing up that style of sitcom, but I
need you in front of a live studio audience so I can watch it from my home comfortably.
I need the credits blooper reels. You know how they used to do that? The blooper reel, the live blooper during the credits.
You said that's what I want.
Come on, we get Family Matters, Full House.
Those are the classics.
I do. I have like Jaleel White's memoir behind me somewhere, but what's it for?
I was all about TGIF.
He has like all kind of Family Matter pictures and stuff in here, like extra pictures and stuff.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like all kind of cool stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
I have like shelves and shelves of memoirs for no reason, like of people like who I'm like. Realistically, when was I gonna wake up and be like, "Oh yeah, let me read like 300 pages about Jaleel White"? You know what I mean? But I bought it. I have it. I do it all the time. Like,
you know what's crazy?
Here's my memoir.
I was so young when that show was on that I did not know that Steve Urkel and Stefan were played by the same guy. Because Steve Urkel was such a different. I was really young. I was like 5 or 6.
I didn't know.
Like, if you're 5 or 6.
We're the same age. I think you just might have been a slow.
I swear to God, I did not know until I was like 7 or 8, and I'm like, wait, that's Jaleel White? No.
Stopped. But you know what? That makes sense.
It's
That's
okay,
not
man.
actually crazy. You were a child. We'll let you.
I was a child, to be fair, and Steve Urkel was such a different character than Stefan that it was like
Stefan was
inconceivable
fine.
to me that would be the same person.
It's like that's the running gag. Mike don't even get it. He was genuinely confused.
You also didn't know you were gay till like you were 20, so maybe that's just like a thing.
Yeah, that wasn't like a thought like, oh, Stefan is fine. I was just like, I like Urkel because he's funny. And I would also do I'm Eddie Winslow, because there was like an episode where Eddie Winslow was being like cocky and Laura was like shitting on him, and she's like, I'm Eddie Winslow. So I would like say that all the
Stefan
time.
was fine. That's so crazy.
I wasn't really thinking about it that young.
That's the way.
But if I was like interested, it'd be Steve Urkel just because I thought he was funny. I'd be like, that's
I
my
could only-
boyfriend.
I could only imagine what Mike's reaction was when he found out that Michelle on Full House was played by the Olsen twins. 2 people playing one
That
person.
also, that was a revelation as
Look,
well.
he said that actually was. You're making fun of me, but it's true.
Yeah, because I watched that when I was a kid, and I remember seeing like the Olsen twins movies. I was really young. And then I'd be like, wait, there's 2 of them? Why is only one of them on the show?
Loved Mary-Kate and Ashley. I had
Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen
started
stuff.
with
I
how
remember
upset I am that those bitches don't need any money, so they don't even sell. Do you know they don't
Yeah.
sell their shit? They don't even have it in production. Like you
Damn.
can't buy Mary-Kate and Ashley books new. Do you know? Like you know
They're
what
just-
I would do with
they're
my
good.
money?
They're
If
retired.
They
I
made it-
Mary-Kate and Ashley tomorrow. Put out all of their shit, all the Mary-Kate and the Adventures of Mary-Kate and Ashley, the So Little Time books, the Super Sweet 16 books. I would buy them all tomorrow, every single one. I used to live for collecting them, and like it would just be like, oh, like when the fair would come or whatever to my school for book fairs, and I'd beg my mommy, and you get as many as like
Oh, I
you
remember
can,
those.
and you'd never know. It's not like the end of the days of how things are now. You could look up like what all of these books exist. It's like you don't know. You're a little kid, and it's like, oh, new one, The Adventures of this, The Adventures of that. Y'all just don't know. I would have them all.
They made a lot of money because they were doing their thing during like the perfect time period for children's VHS sales and stuff like that. Like just think about how much kids watch like Miss Rachel and all those like YouTube channels. Now go back to like the late 90s when you had the same demographic, the same probably close population too of that demographic, but there wasn't free YouTube to watch. All those kids were buying the Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen VHS tapes.
Right. Listen, I loved them. I actually, when I was home in the Bahamas the other day, I was at Dolphin Encounters, Blue Lagoon Island, and they had like a picture on them on the wall because they shot like Holiday in the Sun there. That was a Mary-Kate and Ashley movie that I loved. I loved them. I really, it upsets me so bad that them bitches are so selfish. Sell the books, like God, be more capitalist minded. Like you don't like money. You don't like money. Like they don't sell them. And those old weed
Didn't they
own all our
didn't they-
ass bitches.
Didn't they end up like hating that whole time period of their life?
Yeah.
And they tried to.
So now they deprive us all. You hated it, and you deprived me of the best parts of my life. Like,
I mean,
now that I have
listen,
money,
if
I can buy the book.
I don't care what it was. If something made me rich and famous, and I owed my entire life and career to that thing, whatever it is, I would fucking embrace it nonstop. Like if I was rich and famous because I was some fucking like literally face painted clown, you better believe I'd be on this show every Thursday
And then
night,
people
my
would make
face
fun of
painted,
you.
milking
Then they
that
would
shit
treat you
for
like
every
they treat
dollar.
you.
Yeah, but they are
Guy
super rich now. They're just doing like they're into
Yeah,
do
but they
fashion.
do fashion.
Yeah.
But I'm like, and they have like real rich men, but they're super, super, super rich. Them bitches is rich all on their own. But if you did, they would treat you like how they treat like the Neds, the classified school survival guide kids, or Tom Felton played Draco and Harry Potter. They're always making fun of him, like, oh, because he's so like obsessed with the character. Or how they do old girl who played Nikki Blonsky in Hairspray. They do her bad too. Ooh, they be lighting her up. Like there are lots of those celebrities that are like, this means so much to me. This is the big part, and they're like, loser. Move on. No one fucking cares. Like that's how they treat them when they do care.
There's got to be a reason why so many child celebrities are like really mentally distraught and they have PTSD and they're so fucked up because a lot of them, like from that era, like the Nickelodeon era, the TGIF era, like you don't see them a lot. You just really started to see Macaulay Culkin again. He was in the last season of Fallout, where he took like a long hiatus.
Fallout. Let me look that up.
Yeah, he was. I won't lie. I don't think he did very good in Fallout. I think that it's
oh
nice
my God,
to see
Kyle
that he's doing well.
MacLachlan's in here. I love him.
Fallout's pretty good. You might like that one.
Let me see what the Fallout.
It's because
It's actually that's go back.
I don't like anything apocalyptic.
It's based on a video game.
Oh, even worse. I hate video games.
You hate video games.
Yeah. I'm pretty. I was indifferent, and my CJ loves video games, and so I pretty kind of hate them.
Just gotta find the right one for you. That's all.
Oh no, CJ bought me like a Switch 2 and got me like games. If I like, I'm just not really a game playing bitch. I think it's one of those things you have to get into as a kid. Like he got me the games that like I played that. Like I played 2 games like with him that afternoon. That was a year ago. I have not touched that Switch. Like,
have you played Pacopia?
No.
Try
Balatro.
I don't know. I have.
Yeah, Balatro's a good one too.
I'm like, I'll go play with my dogs.
Yeah, my partner's obsessed with Balatro. Try that.
I will try it if you watch How I Met Your Mother for me.
Okay.
Also, did you watch? Because I know you liked. Because you had told us to watch. I still haven't watched it yet. But it makes me think of you had told us to watch. When Boots Riley had that TV show, something Virgo, you wanted us to watch, and
right,
yeah, I don't know. If
I still haven't seen that.
We're not shit. That Lance begged me and Mike to watch that show.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
That makes me think. Did you watch Boosters?
I haven't seen it yet, but I want to see it.
I'm gonna
First of all, you don't do better, white man. Like, okay, you don't see Boots Riley all around the place begging people to see this movie, and he wrote, "It is a white leftist wet dream," and y'all ain't right. The nerve of you!
I'll see it if I have time.
Begging people.
Super busy on the
You have
weekends.
to go see it this week, Lance. They're gonna pull it out of the theaters. They pull it
Are
out.
they?
Not to say I loved it, but I know you would. I know you would.
I love I love the Sorry to Bother You movie from him. I thought it was amazing.
Yeah.
So I know I'll like this one too.
Yeah, I think you'll like it, Lance. Like the things that like go off the rails for me. I'm like, oh, this is white leftist shit. Lance gonna let us. Like, ooh.
Did you like it? Oh, that's okay. Oh, interesting.
I have nuanced thoughts. I'm writing a video for it about I'm writing a video about it for Illuminati Pop that I may or may not put out because that shit'll flop. Like I know it'll flop, but like we'll see. I think it should be made. I think it's important that like this kind of weird art exists and like surrealist. I'm not a surrealist girl, so it's not that I think that it's bad or anything. I'm inherently not a person who loves this like kind of thing. But that's not that's not a critique of the art itself. You see what I'm saying? Like it's just like. The more avant-garde and weird something is, the more surrealist it's going to be, the more like polarizing it's going to be, the more niche it's going to be, the more it is like it either is for you or isn't. And so it's not for me, but I could see who it is for. You know what I mean? Little joy. And there's still aspects of it I like.
It might not be for me because I feel like I'm of the same vibe where the more abstract and kooky it gets, it does kind of turn me off because if I have to really overanalyze art and I can't just turn off my brain, then sometimes it doesn't vibe with me. I guess it depends, right? I have to see it.
I think you will appreciate what it like. I think there's a lot to be appreciated about it. Like even if you have a certain it's an anti-capitalist movie, you know what I mean? It's that. And it is funny, like the first act or whatever, really like there are aspects of it, like I said, you know, kind of absurd humor. It's beautiful cinematography. They do a lot of cool like they got a like they did claymation for certain things as opposed to CGI. They did a lot of cool stuff that I think will still be appreciated, regardless. But Lance gonna let that. I was like, oh, ooh, a strike. Ooh, Lance gonna let that shit. I was like, oh, unions. Like,
interesting, but the fact that you didn't like it, or you at least have really strong critiques, makes me wonder what is it about the film. Now I'm gonna be thinking about that the whole time. Like that'll be in the back of my head.
I'm gonna see if it's playing near me. I know that I was sold. Somebody was like, "There's a portion on it about dialectical materialism." I'm like.
Yeah. That definitely, that is 100%. That 1000% happens. I think there's a lot. I think there's a lot to be appreciated about it. I think it's one of those things where you can't say for sure how you're gonna feel about it. Like I can't know for sure. Y'all could go, you could hate it, you could love it. I think it's like, you know, you'll have a strong reaction, but I think regardless, if you have a particular kind of politics, you'll appreciate a lot about it. And I think if you like, you know, you can appreciate like cinematography and like jokes and aspects of it. Like, it's not a movie. It's not gonna be for everybody. It's one of those things because it's strong. It's a surrealist movie, and Boots Riley loves to do wild shit, and so it has.
I mean,
that.
Sorry to Bother You was fucking insane. The twist
and this
at the
is
end.
more so.
Okay.
So, you know, more so, but beautiful and funny and a lot of, you know, it and stuff. But as far as like messaging and shit, Lance is gonna see this and do this. I saw it and I was like, I need Lance to watch
Well,
that.
I might not now because I'm going to be thinking like I have to be more critical about this. Don't like
No.
Just enjoy.
This is for me.
I'm just not that much fun. You know what I mean? Like, it's not because it's like, and like I said, I'm just not somebody who loves surrealist stuff. I'm a very grounded.
And I do, to be clear.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I'm a very like. I like
Yeah.
rice. You know what I mean? Like, that should say something about me as a person. Like, there's something I like core stability. Like this what like give me rice. Like, that's how I am. So I'm just not that, you know. I mean, I don't love surrealist art, but I can appreciate it still. So I think that like it's great. It's great in that respect. Either way, I want it to be made. I think it, you know, should succeed. And Boots Riley has been all over the place trying to get people to see it, because I don't know if y'all know, I don't know how often y'all go to the movies, but I shit you not, if a movie does not perform out the gate, they yuck it out of theaters like immediately. Like, it is not, I'm telling you, you'll be lucky they give a movie a 2-week run if it's not like immediately a smash hit. They yuck it the fuck out. They're already like, this came out around the same time as Is God Is. They already took Is God Is. I bought it on Prime Video today. They already took it out, and now they've already like lowered, like limited the showings that are even available and left for I Love Boosters. So, you know, we want them to make little like fun, surrealist, little leftist, anti-capitalist manifestos. We should go see them.
Yeah.
So that's my plug for I Love Boosters.
I haven't been to the movies since Project Hail Mary, and I can't remember when before that. It was probably summer when I saw something. I think I saw Superman.
I go to the movies every week.
Do you really?
Yeah,
that's
cool. A lot of
cool.
movies. I've been like trying to make a concerted effort. Like, I want to support filmmaking and let me see all the stuff. So I've seen a lot of stuff that came out this year. And my favorite, I thought Is God Is was phenomenal. I loved it. I'm very upset.
I've never even heard of that.
I know. It's
so it's not just me being a boomer. Oh, okay. So it's kind of obscure.
No, it's just people. I'm telling you, it feels like only like, okay, everyone's talking about like, you know, Backrooms and Obsession, which I seen both. I seen both, like the first screenings. I loved Obsession. I hated Backrooms, but but YouTuber, love to see his success. Love these things. Everything's not for you doesn't mean it's bad. No, I'm not shitting on it. I just hated it, but I liked Obsession. But I wish that in the conversation that people are having about like, oh, these original like stories and blah blah blah, it's like everyone's talking about Obsession and Backrooms the whole time. I Love Boosters and Is God Is out at the same time, and you know, I've even heard of it, you know. And it's just because the average people aren't going. And I get it. Like, think about the economic times, all the different reasons. The movie theater never truly bounced back for the pandemic. All of this and the next thing, but folk haven't heard about it. But it's so good. Like, Is God Is has like 90 something critical reception. It's just like everybody who's seen it knows it was a banger. They just didn't see it. They didn't hear about it, the most folk. But it's on Prime Video now. It might be left in like maybe one theater like around you, but probably not. But I bought it on Prime Video today. I love that. And I Love Boosters. I would go see that this week if you have it, if you want to see it in theaters and support it. But yeah. Those are
I'm putting it in my document of movies to watch.
Yay! And then when you watch it, call me. If you hate it too, call me.
Okay, I will.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen One Battle After Another. I'm so far behind. I don't watch a lot of movies.
I started watching it and I couldn't. I got 30 minutes in. I'm like, I'm good.
Oh shit!
I wasn't. That wasn't speaking to me.
No, I'm just. It's kind of weird and like I don't know. I wasn't into it at all. Like,
I did. You'll be proud. I did finally watch Heated Rivalry, but I got a half an hour into it and I turned it off. I got bored.
I was gonna say
good episodes.
I turned it off in the first episode too.
You did? Okay, I don't feel as bad. I try. I mean, I can't say I tried, but I like 30 minutes. I'm like, this is not for me.
I don't like men enough for the type of time that they're on. Like, I genuinely am not. Like, the idea that you just like men just looking at each other and he's sweating and I'm just supposed to sit there and salivate. I don't like men on that level. Like, that doesn't like this is to tap into a kind of horniness that I don't have. I don't have it. Like, me and CJ looking at each other like What am I supposed to be doing? Like, it's actually, I don't get me started. And I was like, you know what? Before I come and yuck people's yums, I'm gonna turn it off right now and let motherfuckers enjoy themselves.
I was just like, I was annoyed by the characters where it's like, will they or won't they? It's like, oh please, just fucking either fuck each other or don't. I don't give a shit. Like, what's the
I think we assume they do.
I'm such a crotchety old man where I'm like, okay, I don't care about either of them. They could die and it wouldn't affect me at all. Like if their heads got chopped off in the scene right now,
you know
I would feel nothing.
Good? You know what's gay, steamy romance that deserves all the love? And not just now in its third season, it centers fucking Lestat, but Interview with the Vampire deserves what Heated Rivalry got, okay? Interview with the Vampire.
I've never even seen that.
How dare you?
Or heard of it. I'm so like I've heard of Interview with the Vampire, but I'm thinking of like an old movie.
No, fuck that trash.
It is an old movie.
I hate the original movie with Tom Cruise and what Brad Pitt. Or no, yes.
Oh, that's the one I'm thinking of. Okay, yes. So there's a TV show. Okay, I'm so out of the loop. This is crazy.
99% on Rotten Tomatoes. 99%.
Fucking good.
That's crazy.
Go watch. I can't stomp enough. Go watch.
Is it just a love story though? Because if it's just that my ADHD will not allow me to just watch that. There has to be action.
No, it's so much more than that. It's so good. It's so good. And I want to let the record reflect. It just so happens to be that the Interview with the Vampire, like audience, very much so. There's overlap between there's a study to be done between them and the Heated Rivalry audience. But there are a lot of white women that they like Lestat. They are sexually into Lestat, and they have a real don't get me started on the toxic fan baseness of how they be carrying on about that white man. But this is me and my back to Lestat. Don't worry about that and them and Lestat. But Louis, that's my motherfucking guy. But Louis, Claudia, Armand, Daniel Lestat, the whole thing. The show is so fucking good. Now all of a sudden, I hate to. It's been great. Like it already had 2 seasons, and now the 3rd season it just came out. With centers Lestat's character, so now all of a sudden it's getting all this press and attention and love that it wasn't getting before, despite the fact that it's been phenomenal since day one. And I am mad. Yep, I'm pissed off about it. Yep. So y'all need to watch it. It's so good. It's so good. Like you want to see.
I'll try.
I can't believe you didn't watch that. Like I can't. Like Mike, come on, it's gay greatness.
This is my thing. I always, if there's a gay show, it's like, okay, I need to support this. I want queer art to get made. I need to make sure that this is like greenlit. So I need to do my part. And then like 20 minutes in, if it's like just love focused, then I'm like, I can't carry the weight of the whole gay community on my back. This is not my responsibility.
No, it's not. It's not. And when you watch it, I will send you. I have like
a welcome to the fascist takeover.
When you start watching,
my attention span is so short. Yeah. It's like anything musical, anything love related. It's so difficult for me to watch. I don't know.
So much more than that, Mike. I promise you, because I am very much so anti. Like I'm just go watch the first episode. I'm sending you right now my playlist.
I'll add that to my list as well.
Okay, I did reactions for the first season. I did like a reaction for every episode. Then after for season 2, I just did like one big video. But I'll send you like that playlist. So after you watch the first episode, you have my reaction, so you know what I think. If I'm asleep when you text me, this is what I think already in video form. Because you got to see this. This is my last thing I'm sending y'all. That I promise I'm leaving, and y'all can.
It's so hard for me to get into a lot of shows. I don't know what it is. Like maybe my mind is just too busy, but like it really needs to grab me. And it could be good, and I'll know it's good, but it still is really difficult to grab me. I don't know what it is. I'm just like, I don't know that I'm picky. I think it's just hard for me to concentrate on a lot of stuff. I'm not sure. It's the same with books too.
Interview with the Vampire. I have faith in
okay. I'll trust you.
The same with books. Like a book what is a book I'm reading that's fun? I think the most recent book I was reading was Lindy West. Have you heard about that? Like all the drama and controversy around Lindy West. Like autobiography?
No. Whoa.
I can't tell if you're a serious bender.
No, I haven't heard that name in forever. I just remember her. Wasn't she like a Jezebel writer?
So first book. I have it right home. Where the fuck is it? My eyes, I could do that.
Wait, and then wasn't there a TV show based on her book?
Shrill. Yeah, Shrill, which I love. So she put out a new book, like a second book recently, an autobiography called what is it called? Adult Braces. I have it somewhere here. But it's called Adult Braces. And in it, it was like a huge thing because I guess in her first book she painted, this is a synopsis of the drama. She must have painted her marriage out to be oh great or whatever, and then you find out in this book that like he be cheating, he do what he want, he forced him into like this polyamorous relationship, like she's real insecure, blah blah blah. But then she's like in the book also trying to like convince herself, like in a way I guess the audience feel like, oh, you're supposed to be like this real big feminist or whatever, but you're here like trying to convince us that like you're happy in this and you love the girlfriend and all this and the next thing. And then it's also like she's doing a lot of like, and I like them, but I don't feel a lot of the criticisms that people have towards her in it, but they felt very like, you said to us that you felt like this was this prison, like as a body positive, like act like somebody who had a body positive like platform, and like being a fat woman is a part of like your politic and your background. She felt like she was like forced to have to represent this constant security and constant body positivity, or people will like take it to mean something, you know, negative about them, or she doesn't get to like live her choices, or she feels forced to have to pretend like her marriage is great because people already assume that like, oh, a fat woman can't be loved, and all these different things that she's talking about, like these kinds of like prisons, both of her own and the audience is kind of making. But even in that, she's still kind of recreating that prison they feel like by like ending the book, despite the fact that you've shown us like, oh, this like picture that you've put up for us to see about the work, like your marriage and your life is this one thing, and you've showed us that it really isn't. You still like how to end the book on the note of like, but like we're all great, it's all good, and I'm happy, and I'm like you're doing the same thing you just said happened in the first book and made people feel, you know. So it was like a huge controversy too, because then as everyone's reading this book, people are online talking about what a piece of shit her husband is, and then her husband is like sending emails to like the People's Podcast, like, no, don't talk about me like that, and like, because like the husband and his like, you know, they're like, oh, they're polyamorous, is like, so, but she's like, yeah, she's polyamorous by force, so like, you know, whatever. Like the girlfriend, the husband's girlfriend, and her and him are like having their own thoughts online. People are comparing like the posts he made about the girlfriend, like he'd be super loving about the girlfriend, but like kind of bland about her, and blah blah blah. So it was a bunch of stuff with her like fighting
messy.
for her life. Oh, it was good. Oh my god, where's the book? Like I have it somewhere.
What's the author's name again?
Lindy West.
Lindy West. Okay.
Yeah, I'm like, where is it? Because
I don't know that I would read the book, but I would watch a YouTube video about it. Have you made an essay about this, Ole?
There's a video essay. I think her name is by Siobhan. This is it. I found it. This is the book.
Okay.
So yeah, I actually do. There is a video about it. I'm about to tell you right now before I go.
Okay. Yeah. Because it
the book is good. I think it's like an easy read. Like that was the thing. I was enjoying the book. Like it's a good book. It's just like, it's like, oh damn, like y'all are real upset about this lady's memoir. Like I'd be like at the end of the day, like, is it not deeply personal, this bitch's memoir? Why are we upset? Like,
yeah,
is she not allowed? Whether you think like she's goofy, whatever you think of your personal opinion, I'm like, why does it really matter? Like, it's like I don't really understand so much. I'm like, it's her memoir.
Right. Like, if she's okay with the situation, you don't have to be angry for her if she feels fine.
Like, well, why are you so angry? Like, the things, they were so like hostile. It was like people were litigating like her entire career, because then they were talking about like, they were like, oh, her writing hasn't evolved since like that 2010 Tumblrs of when she first got popular in her first book. And I was like, oh my God. I'm like,
Jesus.
All this? Like, I do all this because you don't like this lady book? And it's a nice book. I was like,
it's a lot of energy for a fucking book. It goes back to our conversation about like
why are you so OD? Like, damn, like nobody made you. It was too, because it was so aggressive. When no one made y'all read this, like y'all went out to read, to really go buy a physical copy of a book and read it just to be hot, pissed the fuck off that you don't like some lady and her husband. I'm like, y'all might want to chill out. I don't really understand. I think, and this is her first book, the one the show was based on, which is about to come on Netflix. I love Shrill, because there's this one scene in Shrill before I go that lives in my mind rent free, where Annie, or I think that's her name, the character that's based on Lindy, that's the protagonist of Shrill the show. She's a journalist for a magazine, and there's always somebody like heckling, like trolling her in the comments and mistreating her. So one day she finally gets like fed up, and she asks the tech guy at the job to like find the guy's address, like hunt him down. And she hunts this guy down, and she drives to his house and like punches him, like cusses him out on the step. And I can't express y'all how much I love that. I'm like, isn't that the dream? Like, isn't that the dream? Like, you ever read a comment from somebody and be like, I wish I could beat you the fuck up. Like, the idea of getting in the car and really going and like ragtagging them. I saw that and I was like, this is such an iconic piece of television I wish everyone had seen. I love it.
That would actually be entertaining. Yeah.
Yes.
Because it's relatable for us in our position.
That's why I love it so much. So that has been my plug: Adult Braces by Lindy West and Interview with the Vampire.
right.
Good night. Bye, everybody.
You take care.
I'm getting off too.
All right, take care, David. It was nice seeing you.
Great seeing you all.
You take care.
Later.
Bye. I only have two. Do you want me to just quickly read them because I also have to take off?
Sure. Yeah.
Big thank you to Looney Tunes 9000 for the $5. What a treat to have the OG Leftist Mafia crew together. I agree. That was a beautiful, amazing episode. Binder at least didn't drink too much beer. True. Way to,
Binder.
Yeah.
And also thank you to Kowalski for the $10. Well, I can't believe Matt decided to hide my comments under his videos just because I was disagreeing with him. So much hate this country. Or sorry, shake my head. This country is becoming just like the UK. And finally, thank you to Tigwick for gifting a sub to Wilco. And also thank you to Justin Freakin for the raid while we were streaming. Everyone go check out twitch.tv/Justin Freakin. I'll send all of you to Matt Binder and Mike's channels. Love you guys.
You take care, sir. Have a good evening.
Bye.
All right. Did you want to go first, Matt?
You could go first.
Okay. So the first one is from Lord of the Viltrumites, who asks, why is it, and thank you for the $10, Lord of the Viltrumites, why is it that West Coast Dems are washed as hell while East Coast Dems are locked in? West Coast gave us Wiener and Becerra, while East Coast gave us Mamdani, El Sayed, Hong, Hamawi, Mahia, etc. Yeah, that's a question I'm asking myself as of late. But one thing to consider, Lord of the Viltrumites, is that the East Coast didn't really have their shit together that long ago either. Remember, Andrew Cuomo was the governor. There was also that committee, Matt would probably remember the name, where there was like Republicans approving the shit that was disbanded. God, I'm blanking on the name of it, but it was a clusterfuck. So my hope is that maybe we'll get our act together too on the East Coast or on the West Coast, because it's really just not fair to see everything happening across the country and then seeing what we get stuck with election after election is very, very depressing. So I'm crossing my fingers for us for sure. ABS says they're trying, and thank you for the $10, ABS. They're trying to expand ID verification laws to social media in Indiana now. You would need a government-issued ID and your social security number. This will be enforced July 1st. Got any free VPNs? I don't know any off the top of my head. I think that's really annoying that they're doing this. It's not just annoying, it's really draconian. And I'm startled by the rise of these kinds of age verification laws. It is obviously censorship, and it's really trending in a negative direction, and you hate to see it. It really feels like we're fighting an uphill battle at this point with those. The next one is going to be from Charlie DeGinmer, who says, so these are out of order. There we go. Charlie says, hey, Mike, and thank you for the super chat, Charlie. Hey, Mike, my electrosis job in Vancouver, Washington is trying to unionize. Our bosses have done a lot of scuzzy and potentially illegal stuff. I'm posting a link in other chats for people to help. And there's another one. The place is called Real You Electrosis, and they've heavily tried to market themselves to the trans community, specifically trans women, and are taking advantage of their employees and patients. I'm really sorry to hear that that's taking place, Charlie. There's one more. I'm sorry. It seems like it might be a story you'd be interested in, and it's right in your backyard, kinda. Last. I'll look into that. That seems really fucked up. So basically they're an ostensibly progressive company, socially progressive, but they are anti-labor. Typically what I would do is say, if they're violating labor laws and, not letting their workers unionize, file a complaint with the National Labor Relations Board. But now that Trump is in power, I don't necessarily know that they have the teeth to do anything. So it's a little bit scary. One thing I will say is be a little bit cautious about what you post online about them while you're trying to unionize, because these companies, they like to retaliate. They try to crush unions. They try to intimidate workers. So just be a little bit cognizant of that. But yeah, my best wishes to you, because unionization is crucial, and the fact that they are fighting back is disappointing. Nonetheless, it does show you that they're scared. So I hope, all power to you all. I'm glad that you're trying to pull this off. They have the NLRB claims heading at them. Okay. So you are doing that. That's good. So it seems like you're on the right track. Hey, keep us up to date on this. You don't have to send super chats to let us know, but just in the chat, let us know how this goes. I'll try to look into this as well for potential video on the channel, and see if there's anything that I can add to the situation. I hope you're able to pull it off. Let's see. Here we go. Bayphoto. Bayphoto says, there's still a lot of votes to count in California, but the election went about as bad as it could. Disappointed in my state. Mom Donnie, save us. I was really disappointed too. It was not ideal. Not ideal at all. Cosmere Dragon, thanks for the 20. Very kind of you, Cosmere. How was your Tamagotchi Island? I started with wholesome characters from IRL and silly fictitious characters. Wanted to add Trump. Decided to make a separate villain island. Also Kirk, Pam Bondi, etc. One day they will meet. That's funny. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I kind of fell off of Tamagotchi life. It was funny at first, and I'm sure that there's still more for me to discover, but I kind of just got bored with it and stopped playing it. And yeah, maybe I'll get back to it at some point, because I know people still are having a lot of fun with it. Cartoon says, thoughts on the PlayStation State of Play, as well as thoughts on the new God of War game that is causing because the main character is a woman. Yeah, so I enjoy the State of Play a lot. There's a lot of really cool games that I'm looking forward to. Phantom Blade being one of them, Onimusha being another, and yeah, the new God of War game, God of War Laffy, I think it's called, looks absolutely fucking sick. I loved the other God of War games. The fact that the right is screeching about the woman being a main character is predictable, yet just like tiring. I'm not gonna really pay it any noise, but or paying any attention, to the noise. But yeah, they're gonna do that. They're stupid. And then another one here from a Cartoon who says, thoughts on the PlayStation State of Play as well as the... Oh, okay. So this is just a double, I see. Also, saw Backrooms, and it was great. Worth watching. Okay. Good to know. Otaku Dragon says, National Donut Day tomorrow, Mike. Make sure to eat some. I did not know that. Okay. Maybe I will. Cartoon says, thoughts on people like Riley Gaines in states like Tennessee and Indiana saying that June is Nuclear Family Month. More reason why Pride Month is needed. Yeah, I totally agree with you. They're trying to all get behind this message of Nuclear Family Month, and it's kind of backfiring. If you saw Andy Ogles, he posted, there's no place in America for homosexuality, the happy national or Nuclear Family Month or whatever. And he actually got a lot of backlash to the point where he took it down, and he's blaming a staffer for it. And I am a little bit heartened to see that there's not so much of a tolerance for this kind of bullshit, just because we're 2 years into the Trump regime and people are just sick and tired of the fuckery and the outrageous bigotry. So yeah, the people like Riley Gaines and, the governor of Tennessee, I think his name is Bill Lee, if I'm remembering correctly, they're fundamentally just miserable pieces of shit. So they're always going to say stupid shit like that. But like you said, that's all the more reason why we need Pride and why people need to be gay as fuck. Even if you're straight, be super gay, gayed up this year, do a little fucking bend and snap or a wrist limp fucking gesture. Just skip a little bit. Be a fairy. Just gay it up. Throw it in their faces just to make them pissed off. If you're gay, kiss your partner in public. Just like fucking throw it out there, because we're never gonna go back into the closet, and they're gonna have to fucking deal with us. Yeah, be gay, commit crimes. Exactly. Skipping is my preferred, right? I'm gonna skip. I'm gonna act as gay as I possibly can all month, because it's my goddamn right. Nintendo Gaming Channel question: what is everyone's favorite LGBT DEI game, movie, TV show? For me, it's Life is Strange series, Last of Us series, Mass Effect series, Purge series. Let me think. My favorite LGBT DEI movie game show, I would say Last of Us. I don't know that it necessarily qualifies. I mean, there's a lot of queer characters. I'd say Last of Us for sure is definitely one of them. I haven't seen enough of The Purge. I'm trying to think if there's. Oh, you know what? No, yeah, I do have one. My favorite would be One Piece. I think One Piece has so many gay and trans characters that you could basically consider it queer art. There's a whole island in the series with just like drag queens. It's run by a queen, and it's very, very gay. So I'd say One Piece would probably be my favorite. I'm a huge One Piece nerd. Pendulous Dragon, Lego of my Lego. Yes, that's the crux of the Reckless Ben story. Jeremy Elwood, having a hard time putting this Lego story together. Yeah, I'm sorry. It was hard to explain it. There's so many components to it. It is really, really hard to give somebody an accurate perception of what they're getting into. But that's why I would say just watch the whole documentary that Reckless Ben put out. And if you like that, or watch some of it, and I feel like it'll draw you in. I was not expecting to finish it, but I watched it because I was bored. And like 10 minutes in, I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm hooked. And now I'm like really drawn to the story and I want to see what happens. And I hope that the people who are committing crimes are held accountable. It's just, there's a lot. Yeah, somebody referenced the Legal Eagle video in the chat. I did see that drop before we went live. I'll try to take a look at that because I've been watching more legal analyses about these, and they're really, really interesting. Like one guy who is a copyright attorney was talking about Reckless Ben's tactics and how, some of what he did obviously wasn't legally permissible. It wouldn't the document that he got the manager to sign under false pretenses, that's not going to hold up in the court of law. But, the way he did these things, they are innovative from a legal standpoint and, it drew attention to the matter. So, I wish I could give him a shout out, but I don't remember what his name was. But really interesting content. If you search for like Reckless Ben legal analysis, you'll probably find the video. Fly Chomper Fly says multiple. Oh, hang on. Let me make sure. I just want to make sure I'm deleting these. Okay. Multiple attorneys told them suing for the Legos would cost more than $200K value of the Legos. Lego plus civil only allows $10K, so that's why they did antics. Yeah, that's true. That's correct. And then also Fly Chomper Fly says to David, last I knew, prog rocker still shadow banned. I'm not sure what that is in reference to, but my thoughts and best wishes to the person who is shadow banned. Almond Joy. Sorry, these are out of order, so I'm just trying to make sure I am. There we go, pulling them up. While on the topic of YouTube, and thank you, Almond Joy, and content, would love everybody's thoughts on the FD-BP debate. And FD's most recent video, love you guys, and Olay. FD-BP debate. I don't know if I saw that. I did watch FD's recent video, and I agree with his overall point, I think. It's been a couple of days, though, so... But yeah, I basically, every single FD signifier video I've seen, I've really enjoyed. I know that him and Cabernacle are in like a beef right now. I won't like comment to that because I like both of them. But his overarching point about white leftists, I think, was very, very important for namely white leftists to hear. I agreed with his overall point about how we can be a little bit obtuse and dense and insular and, center ourselves. And I think that that's true. Gwick says, does Olay have an update on her immigration status? I don't know. I'm not sure if she would want to talk about that in this climate. She probably will reveal more later, but yeah, I won't comment on it because I'm not really sure. Omega Shenron says, in my case, when my beard grows, people can see the slight shades of Mr. Fantastic I have going on. Then I remember how much I like cargo pants now. Yeah, man. Yeah. You are a millennial at heart, in your soul, even if you're not one. Dirty Pirate says, happy Pride from Florida to y'all. Hey, happy Pride to you too. When seeking clarification this month, don't say, let me get this straight. Try saying, just so we're queer. Oh, I love that. Yeah. Little ways that you can sprinkle in homosexuality or gayness, I think you should do that. We really have to amp up the homosexuality and be more insufferable because it's 2026. Fascists have taken over, so we've got to be more gay. I need to do my part as well. I need to I don't know, paint my face or some shit. I'm like the most boring gay guy on the planet, so it's hard for me to like. But we gotta annoy the fuck out of them. Lepa says, did you hear the latest Plattner hit piece fell flat? I was watching a little bit of it earlier, and my understanding is that the lady who lobbed the most serious allegations is a GOP operative who also slandered Christine Blasey Ford and Mahmoud Khalil. So, I've said this before. I am not a fan of Graham Plattner. I understand harm reduction and voting for the lesser of two evils, but I'm not going to promote somebody who I think fundamentally is immoral, who has done terrible things and bragged about murder. But yeah, I think that, for the most part, the piece that came out today seems to not, the consensus based on my preliminary browsing is that it's not super compelling, given that the lady who is saying this is a liar, generally speaking. And yeah, I think that's fair. V-Man says happy Pride and Caribbean Heritage Month. Hey, happy Pride and Caribbean Heritage Month to you too as well, V-Man. Fly Chomper Fly says, same person playing two roles, Bellas of St. Trinians. Okay, thank you. Fly Chomper Fly says, new RuPaul movie opening next weekend. I had no idea. Okay, interesting. Fart Twain says, congrats to Denims, who just won her lawsuit against Ethan Klein. Did she really? This is the first time hearing of this. She won by judgment on the pleadings. It was so frivolous, it didn't need a trial. Really? Okay, well, that is really cool to hear. I'll have to go look into this.
Interesting.
Fuck yeah, if that's true. Fly Chomper Fly says, old vampire movies, fearless vampire killers, satire. Okay. I don't think I've heard of that.
I'll be right back. Give me a second.
Yeah, feel free. Shit, not you again says, as a Lego enthusiast, have you all heard the Reckless Band versus Bricks and Minifigs stolen Star Wars Lego story? Oh, my friend. Yes, we have. We talked about it for a good half an hour, I think. Crazy and involves corrupt cops and politicians. Yeah, I think that's probably why it really is resonating with me, because there really is a political and a capitalist element to it as well, and a religious cult element to it as well. So it's not just about Lego. As much as a fan of Lego I am, it also is political. So yeah, I'm fascinated by it. Kowalski, thank you for the 10, Kowalski. The sitcoms I always think of are Roseanne. OG was good. I used to watch that as a kid. Fresh Prince, I used to watch that too. And of course, the theme blasting of At 100 Decibels, George Lopez. Will and Grace was the last sitcom I watched with my mom. I liked it. I never really watched Will and Grace. I remember not liking it. I think I was just too young, and I think my family was too homophobic to allow it. So I never saw that. But now I wouldn't want to watch it, even though it's, very queer, because Deborah Messing is a Zionist piece of shit. That's all I have, Matt. So I will go ahead.
Look, perfect timing. I came back.
Yeah.
Just in time. All right, let's see. What do I got here? I got C. DeGenimer with a $10 super chat. You don't see that one?
Oh yeah, sorry, they're out of order, so I'm gonna have to kind of pull them up.
You might have read that one actually.
Oh, okay. Oh, maybe I did.
All right, but that one was for me, no big deal. But if it was related to Washington State, which is closer to you though.
Right. Okay.
If you're near Vancouver, Washington, Real U Electrolysis is currently trying to organize a union. Please send your support. I'll be linking page of their information.
Oh, okay, yeah, I did read that one. Yeah.
Yep. And Starks 007 with a super chat. We need a feel good movement. We have to watch the roast of Dave Rubin together. LOL. We should watch the whole thing. If I think Jubilee
Is there a
mad
roast
about
of
that.
Dave Rubin?
No, I mean I think aren't they talking about the Jubilee thing?
Oh yeah, I mean we're all kind of doing that as a community. There's
Yeah.
everybody like has put out different videos about it. I put out 2. Tomorrow I have my second one drop. So yeah.
John Deere 34.8. I'm looking forward to watching that one. John Deere 34.86 with a super chat. Sorry if I missed it. Can I get an Olay take on the Broadview 6 and the stunning prosecutorial misconduct if done already? Well,
that would have been
unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah,
Didn't
that's
see this till
referencing
now.
the case with Kat Abu Ghazaleh, which was dropped, which is awesome.
Narrator 6896, member for 34 months, super chat. Soccer chant. Ole, 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 ole. I see what you did there. Looney Tunes 9000 with a super chat. Chats, sorry to say it, but if Lance still loses the impersonation contest, it's TYT drama videos he watches. Amateur PWN with a super chat. It's not true what everyone says about you guys. You're pretty cool. Oh, what are people saying about us?
Yeah.
Tokyo Hans with 5 gifted memberships. Thank you so much, Tokyo Hans. Parker 402 with a super chat. Officially 1 week away from the World Cup. This time next week, we'll have one game in the books. Shout out to all the soccer fans. Hype for this tournament. I'm excited. My son is very excited. I'm excited. Syphilo God with a super chat. New York 13. Vote Daria Lisa. Olay, please interview her.
Yeah, she's great.
Kelsey, what is it? Kelsey Soloway 5468. I'm a mod on the old subreddit. I invited the mods from the new subreddit to mod the old subreddit, so you should have access. Sorry for the wait. And if you're ever trying to reach out. Oh.
Yeah, we never
I don't know what happened there. I just remember that the pyramid was in control of it, which was weird because she did send us the Discord. Like she did give us the Discord, and then we tried to get the Reddit, and like I think maybe because there were mods of hers who were running the Reddit and they didn't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Who knows? Carrie Shaw 4500 with a $20 super chat. No studio audience, but the rise and fall of Reggie Dinkins is the best new comedy on TV. I'll have to check that out.
Let me write that down. Rise and fall of Reggie Dinkins. I desperately need a new show, so I'm taking every recommendation.
D Leopard XL with a super chat. A friend recommended the sitcom Soap. A friend recommended the sitcom Soap, which every episode exposing the secrets of two families and one of the TV's first openly gay actors. It's on Tubi. See the Shinamar for anyone who wants to look into it. It Can Happen Here podcast did a segment on it. It was triggering for my coworkers to hear. Kowalski. Oh, right. Kowalski with a $10 super chat. Matt, it is Pride Month. It's time for you to get out of the closet, also known as your studio, and stream from the roof and broadcast for the entire neighborhood to hear. Be proud, not legal advice. That's very funny. I'm sorry, I haven't been talking much today because all of a sudden I'm struggling with like a dry cough. Allergy related. It feels like I don't know. It's been. Every time I talk, I feel like a tingle in my throat and I start coughing. John Deere 3486 with a super chat. LPT men, to make your gray look its best, check out any purple shampoo / conditioner. They subtly color correct your hair to look its best. Shit, not you again with a super chat. Sorry, Binder. San Antonian here. Gotta go with me Spurs, homie. It's okay though. You guys still have the Jets and Giants to root for. How you gonna be all cocky saying that when the Knicks beat you in game 1? You can't be like, oh, at least you losers in New York have your Jets and Giants, the worst two football teams. We have the best basketball team. What are you talking about? I'm not even a big basketball guy. I would rank in terms of my interest in sports. It's obviously soccer, then baseball, and then hockey, and then basketball. But then American football is way below that even. But But I will say that game yesterday was very good. I enjoyed that game. I was watching it because it was on free TV. Too many, too many. Oh my god! Too many sports are paywalled nowadays, and like,
Yeah.
it's ridiculous. Like,
I know you have to have like different providers just to watch a full season of like football. Like you have to have all different subscriptions. It's kind of crazy.
To watch MLS, you need Apple TV. To watch Premier League, you need Peacock. To watch Major League Baseball is probably the craziest. To watch Major League Baseball, you need an MLB TV subscription, but that only covers every game outside of your local games, which means if you are a fan in New York City who wants to watch the Mets or the Yankees, the MLB TV subscription won't get you any single game the Mets and Yankees playing. If you want to watch the Mets, you need SNY. And even then, not all the Mets games are on SNY. Some of them are on, Pix 11 sometimes. Sometimes they're on Apple TV Friday Night Baseball. And then obviously, if you want Yankees, the Yankees have their own thing. And that's how it is across baseball. Like there's no one, at least with MLS, you buy that subscription and you get all the games. Not the same for baseball. There's not a single way one subscription gets you every game you want to see.
What a scam.
It's crazy. I do appreciate the NBA being like, you know what, for the final 7 games, ABC, you just air them all for free at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time.
Yeah, you shouldn't have to buy like multiple subscriptions just to watch a fucking season of a sport. That's insane.
Right. Oh my god, both my headphones, both my left and right ear headphones just died at the same time. So now I gotta just go with the flow. But there's only a few more. Here we go. D Leopard with the super chat. Portuguese avos for a cough. A shot of anise liquor. Well, I don't drink. Emily Schmid 7749 with a $10 super chat. My Canadian boys jumped early on the 1 day per month that I have enough credit to show my appreciation. Sigh. Soft. Love you, Binder. Thanks for the support that you give the trans community. Oh, no problem. I appreciate it. Your Canadian boys as in Lance and David. Oh, okay.
I know. I was thinking she had like Canadian children at first.
Right. Yes. And of course, she wouldn't be Canadian herself, though, for some reason. So she would refer to them as my Canadian boys.
I know. My brain went there too. I don't know why. I think it's just late and my brain isn't processing things properly. I think that Ariana got some, so I'll go ahead and read those. I also got a couple more.
Oh, well, there's one really quick over on Twitch at twitch.tv/MattBinder. Thank you to Poonages and the Surfs for the raids. And thank you to the Django Fett, resubscribe with Prime, subscriber for 13 months. Thank you so much.
Alrighty, so I'll read mine and then I'll read Ariana's. So, Fly Chomper Fly. Yes, Lego is corporations and elites versus the people. Yeah, exactly. That's why I think that the Reckless Ben video really captivated audiences, because it just like shows the corruption and greed of capitalism and just the festering of like this fucking like toxic relationship between like churches and police departments and business leaders. And yeah, it's fascinating. Also, Mike, please look for my emails. I keep trying. Okay, yeah, I'll try to remember to take a look at your email when we get off or tomorrow. I have not been keeping up with my emails, so it's nothing personal. So I apologize for that. I also got one from Emily who says, Mike, love you for your support for the trans community. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you saying that. Did you know that the Lego stores are running AFOL nights? I saw it advertised in Toronto. I did not know that. The closest Lego store to me is kind of far away, so I don't really go to Lego stores very frequently. But for those who don't know, AFOL means adult fan of Lego. But that's cool that they're doing that because, if you are bored and you need a hobby, there's a big Lego community probably near you that you can get to know, and they're usually pretty cool people, usually pretty open politically as well. That's not like it's a generalization, obviously, but like Lego is a very queer friendly company, and so like a lot of people are very queer friendly. Lots of queer people in the Lego YouTube community, and yeah, so that's look into that if you're looking for a hobby or something. Okay, let me go through because I know Ariana got some. So Ariana's super chats. So this one's from Old Grease, who says, "All this over Lego, y'all don't know the brick." Miggy says, "An American had to feel the country." Miggy also says, so this is a double. Okay, thank you. Looney Tunes says, "Ariana Binder 2028. I've been taken off the top of the ticket. Binder should move up, right? You got to get a promotion. You're just still stuck as the running mate." Old Grease says, "I'm going to keep super chatting. This is why context matters with no edited context until TLM gets the meta joke." All right.
I didn't realize I was on mute. My bad. But I just want to be clear with the comment that said Ariana Binder 2028, right?
2028.
And then Mike said we should swap places on the ticket. What Mike is basically saying is that America is still not ready for a woman president. Okay. I need to be the Biden to Ariana's Kamala. That's what
I'm just going by seniority, right? Because you were my running mate in our.
I'm staying in the race.
But that's all. We don't have any more. That's the show, folks.
All right, who are we raiding?
I was gonna say, do we want to raid? There's Galactic Stream Lord is on right now. If you wanted to raid them,
who?
Galactic Stream Lord.
Galactic Stream Lord. Let's see.
We raided them not too long ago, actually.
What's their? Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, sure. Why not? Let's do that.
Yeah.
Oh, they're a VTuber though. You know how I feel about VTubers.
We can we don't have to raid them. We can raid.
We could raid them. I'm just joking, but I'm not joking about how I feel
there's
about
also
VTubers.
the Paradigm Shift is on as well. We haven't raided him in a while. There's also Maple Takes is on. Carolyn Kwan is on, but she has quite a bit of people in there. So us raiding in with like 20 people is, I don't know.
Let's raid. It's up. We can raid Galactic. That's fine. I feel bad once you say it. I can't be like, nah. But we should have known there was an issue with Pyramid the second they were a VTuber. The second we found out they were a VTuber.
Yeah.
I don't get the VTube thing at all. And I think they are insanely sketchy. And I think it's no coincidence that there's this whole sort of far right racist VTuber community where these like VTubers espouse like not even just like right wing politics, but like straight up white supremacy. Yeah. And I think it's because they feel like they could obviously hide behind these characters. I mean,
it's a digital clanhood, essentially. I think that's probably why it leaves a bad taste in our mouths, just because.
I mean, I just think it's unnecessary. At least for this world. You want to be a straight up video game streamer and do VTube just to be in private life, fine. But I think if you're talking politics, you cannot have that anonymity if you're a streamer. You just can't. It's not possible.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. Put your name.
The trust factor is gone. You need to trust the person who's giving you political analysis, and you can't trust someone if you don't know who the fuck they are.
Yeah. Whatever you're gonna say politically, say it with your whole chest and with your face and name on it. That's my take. All right.
Let's I forgot to hit the raid button. My bad.
All right, folks. We will see you all next Thursday. You all take care.
Wait. Hold on. I'm hitting that raid button.